Hello everybody and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. Today we're going to be talking about Keffals and her deleted video, let's just say, because recently my favorite YouTuber, Keffals, uploaded a video about Vaush. I know, crazy. Who would have guessed? So for those of you who are new here that are watching the VOD, I always make sure to include timestamps in the description below after the fact, so if you want to skip around for whatever wacky reason, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, hello Angel Dust, welcome to the stream. It appears you are the first person in chat. Congratulations. With that being said, hopefully some of the new viewers that I've acquired from my algorithm maxing shorts streams decide to watch this. I don't know how interconnected the algorithm is, and I guess I'm just experimenting to see if they like this style of content, if they even get recommended it, because I have no idea. Now, with that being said, recently, YouTuber Keffals made a video about Vaush. That is right, and what's interesting is she deleted that. Can we see your outfit real quick? You better believe we can. In case you are wondering what outfit I am wearing today, this is today's outfit. Yes, indeed it is. I don't know, I feel like I look like a little bit of a mess today, but that's okay. I feel like that every day. Though sometimes I feel cuter than others. Other days, super cute. Oh, why thank you. Now, with that being said, she did do a follow-up video, as you can see, called the Vaush video. But before we get into that, I want to watch something else. I want to watch a re-upload of the deleted Vaush video. So that's what we're going to watch first. It's under 10 minutes. And what's interesting is she says something very interesting in terms of where the responsibility lies, I guess you could say, right? It's quite interesting how that works. So without further ado, let's get right into the video that Keffals deleted from her YouTube channel.
Hey everyone, I wanted to give my thoughts about everything now that time has passed, and I kind of stepped away for a bit to think about everything that happened over the last 2 months. I'm talking, of course, about the situation that went down with Vaush. So to those who aren't aware, the situation that happened in February was...
That's crazy.
Vaush accidentally leaked a folder full of images that he should not have had on his computer, and it created a living hell.
Oh no, that sucks.
For him, for me, for anyone in his general proximity. I'm putting this video out to just give my thoughts. There's no script. I'm just talking from the heart here.
Yes, talking from the non-existent heart. I'm so excited. I think what she should talk about from the heart is where the $100,000 went. You know, I think that they're actually, now that I think of it, you know, it is quite a mystery as to where that money went. It's like it disappeared. You know, I actually think that there should be like a Hardy Boys book about it. It could be called The Hardy Boys and the Mystery of the Disappearing Money. Dun 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 dun. Oh wow, wouldn't that be just so epic? Disappeared up her nose, yeah, literally.
About how I feel about Vaush and how I feel about everything now that all of this is played out. A lot of people said that I needlessly inserted myself into all...
Which is objectively correct, by the way. You basically did.
All of that drama that happened, and I want to talk about that because I partially agree, but there's also a different side of this that...
A different side of this. Oh boy, I'm so excited.
People probably weren't aware of. I saw all of this playing out. I wasn't planning on weighing in. None of this was my problem. But
none of this was my problem. I'm glad you acknowledged that.
And my friend Tipster decided to call out Ethan...
Oh, it's all Tipster's fault! Yeah, no, it's not my fault, Keffals. I don't have any personal responsibility. I don't have any reason to fucking, I don't know, not do that. It's Tipster's fault. Tipster did it first. It's his fault, guys. Cute outfit. Why, thank you. You're wearing a collar this time, I just realized. Astute observation. And yes, I am indeed wearing a collar. Hello, Hilo. Welcome to the stream. None of this was my problem up my ass. Yeah, literally. It's like, she's bullshitting right now. Just listen to this. She literally blames fucking Tipster. Oh, I wouldn't have talked about it, but Tipster made me. Like, shut the fuck up.
You weren't aware of. I saw all of this playing out. I wasn't planning on weighing in. None of this was my problem. But then my friend Tipster decided...
it was Tipster. It was Tipster's decision, guys. She doesn't have any personal autonomy.
...to call out Ethan Klein on Twitter for how he covered the entire situation that happened with Vaush. And then when Ethan Klein responded, I was like, okay, I have two friends now who are getting put on blast by a really large content creator.
Then maybe what you should have done is you should have looked into the situation to see if your friends were actually in the right or in the wrong. Because if it turns out that it's the case that they're in the wrong, you know what you do? You don't go on, don't necessarily have to condemn them either. You shut up, stay silent, and talk to them behind the scenes like a fucking normal person. Hell, this has happened with, say for instance, me and Jalen, okay? Both of us notoriously fucking terrible when it comes to optics, okay? We are terrible at that. But you know what we do? We surround ourselves with people that will call us out on our bullshit if we say or do retarded shit. So if I say or do some retarded shit, there's a good chance that somebody like Fembro says, hey, Femyoz, you look like a fucking retard. You're cutting out? Is that so? Hey, normal stream. Why, hello. Hope you're doing well today. Let me know if the stream is lagging. Her going after Tipster was like watching a dog owner kick their dog. It was plain cruel, and then the way Tipster did his puppy eyes made it even worse. Is this pre-recorded? You better believe it is. I just knew that you were gonna chat that specifically. You always look dumb. Who, me? Hey, yo. Stream is working for me. Okay, good.
I decided that I was going to get into the mud because...
Yeah, well, what you should have done is you should have talked to them behind the scenes and just said, oh, hey, by the way, maybe don't do this retarded shit. You should have reached out to Tipster and said, hey, maybe you don't want to be defending this. There was, like, actually lolicon in the folder. Don't do that. That's bad. I don't know. Fucking hello, hey. Hello, Hoopty Scoopty. How are you all doing? In chat. I hope you're all doing well today. But yeah, no, this is fucking stupid. Again, something I do as a content creator, before I upload something, or not necessarily upload something, but do something that might be controversial, is I will ask other content creators that I am friends with, hey, is this a good idea or would this be really bad optics? And most of the time, you know what they say? They say, hey, Femyoz, you're fucking retarded. That would be terrible optics. Do not do that. And I'm like, okay, well, there you go. I don't know why the fuck Keffals wouldn't do that. I don't know why Keffals wouldn't do that for Tipster. I don't know. Just don't surround yourself with yes men is the moral of the story. If Keffals drops Tipster, then he has nothing left. Yeah, literally. I mean, his channel is dead. He doesn't get very many concurrent viewers. The few that he gets are from Keffals community. I mean, he's basically just a Keffals orbiter at this point, right? I don't care if y'all are, but my phone cuts out sometimes when someone is cussing. Wait, what? How does that even... That doesn't even make any sense. What? Tipster commented on her latest video, still on the Keffals train. Of course he is. Of course he is. Are you still she, her? I mean, yeah. I would say that I am. I mean, I use any and all, but I prefer she, her, I guess. I think Tipster is like the rare case of a physical and emotional abuse victim who kind of deserves it. That's how it makes me feel. I mean, fair enough. Cuckster? Yeah, it literally reminds me of the dynamic between, fucking what's-his-face, iDubbbz and Anissa. That's what it reminds me of.
I care about my friends. I don't want to see my friends getting attacked. That was a huge mistake.
Okay, if you don't want to see your friends getting attacked, you know what you do? You don't aimlessly defend them. You look into the situation, you decide, okay, would it be logical to defend them? If the answer is no, then you talk to your friends in private and say, hey, this is really bad optics. Maybe don't do this.
Hindsight is 2020. If I could go back and just let everything play out without getting involved, obviously I would have. And I don't want to beat myself up that much because I think that my instinct to want to protect my friends when I see them getting attacked is a good one. Like,
wow, congratulations. Oh, yo, the hero Keffals. Wow, what a nice person, just wanting to defend her friends instinctually. You know, it couldn't possibly be the case that it would actually be better to hold your own friends accountable when they do fucked up shit. Liar? Yeah, I don't know. She does so much fucking sweeping in the trash-ass video, literally. Oh, in this trash-ass video? Yeah, literally. You have a problem, you fix it or just walk away? Because fuck that. Literally. Look, people are fucking weird.
It shows that I really care about people. Caring about people and...
Yeah, you see, guys, when I defended the Vaush and his lolicon folder, it's because I just care about people.
Wanting to protect people, sometimes that's not always the greatest idea. And this entire situation has kind of made me reevaluate how I even feel about Vaush in the first...
Well, the fact that you ended up deleting the video kind of disproves this to an extent. If you really think about it, I mean, the fact that you would make this, you would say this shit, and then it backfires, people shit on you, and then you remove the video. And then people call you out for removing the video, so then you have to make a follow-up video where you sort of weasel your way out of the entire premise of your initial video. You also defended Vaush initially because you liked him? Yes, But the difference was that when I was presented with counter evidence, I immediately changed my position. That's the difference. When Keffals has had more than enough opportunities to look at the counter evidence, it should not have taken her this long. If it took her a little bit longer than it took for me, that would be fair enough. I would understand. But it took her this long to realize that, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been defending Vaush. And you'll notice later in the video, she doesn't even use, I was looking at evidence that I didn't see before, and that's what changed my position. No. It wasn't new evidence. It was, she unironically believes that it's just because Vaush was irresponsible for having it on his computer instead of his phone, as if it somehow would have been justifiable for him to have Lolicon on his phone. Funny watching all this go down. Love seeing the KF community getting their nice fill of Keffals being a cunt. Oh dear. She cares so much about her friends that she wait, Fembro, is that public info? Fembro, if that's not public info, delete that message. I don't know if people know that. It feels like your problem with her is more than just that. Never mind, I found out how to do that. Yeah, thank you, Fembro. Jesus Christ. Nobody say anything, okay? Nothing was said, okay?
Place. To be completely honest, I don't really like him as much as I used to. I actually feel hurt and let down by him. The mistake that Vaush made, it was such an avoidable mistake. This is me.
Yes, it was avoidable, but it was your fault for defending him at the end of the day. Like, on one hand, it's like, sure, okay, obviously, Vaush didn't help the situation, right? He was the one that was irresponsible in the first place. Yeah, he leaked the folder. You get the fucking point. But at the same time, I also defended Vaush at the start, and you don't see me not taking responsibility or owning up to that fact. I don't blame Vaush for that. I don't say Vaush made me defend him. Now, I do think that he put his community in a vulnerable position, and I think that that's a valid thing to say, right? I don't disagree with that necessarily, but I still take accountability for the fact that, I was one of the people defending him in the first place. And that was before I had seen additional evidence that proved me wrong, right? It feels like your problem with her is more than just that. More than just what? Like what? Stealing the $100,000? She literally banned, yeah, I don't know how much of that stuff is public info, Fembro. I don't know what's been publicized and what's not. How did so many lefty streamers collapse in a matter of months? I have no idea. I'm the new lefty streamer, okay? I am next up, okay?
Me being as charitable as possible, believing him when he said that he downloaded Lolly by mistake. Even if that was 100% true, he could have.
If we donate money, will you do your ubu voice? You better believe I will.
Avoided this. He didn't need to download porn on his work computer.
No. The problem isn't just that he downloaded porn. It was specifically the type of porn he downloaded. It's not a matter of whether or not it's on his fucking work computer, Keffals, okay? Holy shit, you're retarded. Oh, by the way,
that's just bizarre, and he put so many people whose livelihoods act.
By the way, this is at 1.25 times speed at this point. She just speaks really slowly.
Actually depend on him in the crosshairs because of how reckless he is. And this
okay, what's interesting about this point is, yes, there are people that definitely depend on him to an extent. And what I mean by that is, if you are a Vaush orbiter, then your entire career in terms of streaming is going to be somewhat contingent upon that, right? Plot twist, Vaush has Keffals' old fart porn. This is true. If all Vaush did was download straight normal porn, no one would care. Well, it doesn't have to be straight necessarily, but if it was like, I don't know, not Lolicon and not bestiality, then I think it would have been fine, right? All he had to do was not download drawn bestiality. It was not that fucking hard. So yeah, sure, it would have been irresponsible to leak a folder of whatever the fuck, even if it's regular porn, fine, whatever. But no one would care if it was just, I don't know, drawn porn that depicts adults, potentially, maybe that would make a difference, right? So no, it's not a matter of whether or not he installed it on his PC. It was the fact that he installed Lolicon on his PC. You fucking idiot. Now, I think Keffals does actually make a fair argument here. And I'll explain why, even though it sounds retarded on the surface, okay? Keep in mind that Keffals and Xander Hall and all these fucking people have their websites run by the same person. I think it's White Nervosa is their name, right? And the biggest creator that uses their website hosting thingy or whatever the fuck is Vaush, and everybody else is like a Vaush orbiter, right? So you can't really speak out against people in that sort of orbit that much without potentially getting shit from White Nervosa, right? So that's going to be one of the main things. Also, hello, Joystick. Welcome to the stream. I say straight because straight normal porn is very boring. Okay, yeah, but it doesn't have to be boring. Like, it could be like, whatever, like a femboy gets pegged or something. Don't ask me why that's the first thing I thought of, okay? Yeah, anyways, it could be that, and nobody would care. Based, indeed, exactly. If you had a folder full of adult gay hentai, you would get mocked for it for a few days, and people would just forget about it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Entire situation just really soured me to even wanting to be part of his community, to be quite honest, because
it's a union now, apparently. Oh, damn.
If he cared as much as he claimed, he would have taken more precaution with his actions to not.
Yeah, he would have been more careful to hide the lolicon if he cared, apparently, according to Keffals. The problem wasn't that he had lolicon on his computer. The problem was that he didn't hide it well enough. Like, what the fuck are you saying? You're fucking brain dead. Holy shit. I am still so fucking mad that Keffals used Jalen to try and fail to get into commentary. And as Jalen spiraled more and more, she ignored it. And Tipster was like, "Yas, queen, fucking horrible friends." Yeah, unironically true. This was one of the main reasons that I was like, fuck this shit. I don't give a shit if I'm burning the bridge with Keffals. I literally could not care less, okay? Like, before that shit happened, I was like, okay, you know, Keffals is a very suspect individual, but whatever. Jalen hadn't really had her falling out. But after they had their falling out, it's like, no, fuck you. You don't treat my friends that way. There is literally no reason for me to not shit on you at this point, right? Allegedly, White Forest is a self-proclaimed worker co-op, like a socialist type shit. I mean, that in of itself would be based, I guess. There's just some other shit that might not be based. I'm just saying.
Situation like this blow up, and for people who were his friends and for people who wanted to defend him through this.
Hi, that would be me. Well, not as I wasn't his friend, but I wanted to defend him initially, right?
They just got mercilessly dragged.
Okay, and whose fault was that? That was mine. I was defending Vaush. And I knew that I was going to get backlash in doing so because I thought that he was innocent. And guess what? When I was presented with enough counter evidence, I stopped defending him. Wow, isn't that incredible? Oh shit, you're back, yay. Hello, the Dark Archer. Hope you're doing well today.
Well, he stayed silent about the whole thing. And now he's moving on, and people are still giving me hate. Not for—
Yeah, that's your fault. You did that to yourself, Keffals. That's not Vaush's fault. Maybe if you actually, I don't know, did the right thing and didn't fucking immediately, not only did you immediately defend him, which is fine if you genuinely believe that he's innocent and you defend him because you haven't seen evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he's guilty of what he's being accused of, that's fine. I can understand that. But once you've been presented with enough counter evidence to your initial narrative, all you have to do is be intellectually honest. There is a reason that people don't shit on me. Both people that are Vaush fans or were Vaush fans and people that have been against Vaush the entire time have unanimously agreed for the most part that my take is reasonable and that Keffals isn't. And they respect the fact that over time I shifted my opinion. Why? Not because I didn't shift my opinion for the sake of optics the way Keffals did, okay? I shifted my opinion because I was being intellectually honest. It naturally shifted over time as I was presented with new information. I have no idea who these people are. I just like watching femboys. Well, welcome to the stream regardless, Banana Clips. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I say allegedly because it still has a capitalist-like structure. Like you can't shit talk the boss or you'll get fired, lol. Yeah, literally, that is literally antithetical to fucking socialism. That is not the workers having a say. And for the record, I'm not a chaser, I'm just gay. He hasn't transitioned yet. Fair enough, I guess. People only shit on you when you pay them to. Hey, yo. Vaush has long proven to be a pedo. No, I wouldn't say that there has always been sufficient evidence of that. I think that there have been things that he has said that are definitely up for questioning in the past, but it wasn't enough to say definitively that he was a pedo. Now, there were things that were fucked up that he did. The whole Poppy situation would be a perfect example of that, but at the same time, you have to keep in mind that, like, my standard of evidence is going to be pretty high for something as serious as that. Right? Now, will I say that he's a pedo now? I'd say he's pedo adjacent because that's the type of terminology he would use. So I think it's funny to say he's pedo adjacent because he calls people Nazi adjacent and stuff. It's just funny, but you get the point. Everyone in that whole circle is a horrible human being, no fucking doubt. I would bet money that one of them is a sex offender. Probably, yeah. Keffals is a vapid, boring scammer. True. He has a history of consuming lolly. I guess that's true. We need anarchy based. It fits him. No, he's a pedo. Own it. No. It's funnier to say that he's pedo adjacent because it's basically just calling him a pedo indirectly. I mean, isn't that the type of language he's used?
For my own actions, but for his. They're redirecting the hate onto me. Well, he's in his...
You redirected the hate onto yourself, Keffals. Just take responsibility. Americans poison their kids for fun. What does that mean?
Fortress and hasn't even tweeted on his Twitter since like February.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's not getting as much shit as you. Is because he hasn't fucking talked about it as much as you. Maybe if you didn't talk about it way more than you should have, which was not at all, then it wouldn't be an issue. Or alternatively, you could have done what I did, where you slowly change your position over time as you're presented with new evidence. That's all you had to do, Keffals. You could have even done it on a live stream. It's really not that difficult. Okay? Trust me, I was just as parasocially attached to Vaush, okay? So there's no excuse. Bro, who would defend him for watching porn, getting caught with his awful-ass friends? Look, I defended him at first. I thought I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Then I was presented with counter-evidence, and then I changed my position. It's not that difficult, right? It's just the intellectually honest thing to do. Jeffrey Epstein redirected so much hate towards me when I defended him. Yeah, literally. It's fucking brain dead.
February 18th. All of the lies and misinformation about me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bring up all this old shit that nobody is talking about.
That started on...
What is this?
Kiwi farms that...
which ones are the lies?
Culminated in the entirety of the event.
Is the mystery of the disappearing $100,000 like a lie that was made up? Or is that you, scamming your audience and not being transparent? What about the DIY HRT stuff? What about that? Not saying that DIY HRT as a fundamental concept is necessarily bad, but I think that Keffals should have been more responsible with the way in which she promoted it, right? She, even if it was inadvertent, she inadvertently, giving her the benefit of the doubt, promoted DIY HRT to minors that included very unsafe DIY HRT that was extremely sketchy and had lolicon on the package that was extremely sexualized, right? I don't know why she couldn't have just used the fucking wiki or whatever, like whatever, if that's where she first found it, and then find the best ones, the best DIY HRT resources and cite those and give those. Oh, but that might require a little bit more effort, and that would go beyond just wanting to virtue signal, wouldn't it? Where's the money, Lebowski? I don't know. Lebowski, I have no idea. That's all true. Saying all of them off as lies. Bitch, that's a lie. Yeah, literally. We're really going all the way back to Kiwi's farm shit every time for sympathy. Yeah, it's literally, why is everything, it's like everything is Kiwi Farms. I'm Kiwi Farms, even though Kiwi Farms would probably fucking hate me. I don't fucking know. Actually, no, I think Kiwi Farms would have mixed feelings about me, but mostly negative. I have no idea. I've never really interacted with them. Nor would I enjoy that, probably. I don't know. This would be like Woody Allen saying, quote, "But my parents died in the Holocaust, frowny face, in a universe where the Holocaust didn't happen." Holy shit. The food is the poison. The water is poison. The culture itself is poison. The course of wait, what? I know people who come to America eat the same before inexplicably have weight issues. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I agree that, yeah, there is a problem with the types of food that are the least expensive and the most available. They'd hate you, but likely don't know who you are. Yeah, that's my interpretation of it, to be completely honest. Like, I don't know. I don't intend on ever, reaching out to that community, I guess. Those people scare me. I don't know. Not as much as the website that actually doxed Keffals, though, which I'm not going to say for obvious reasons, right? I'm not going to be directing people to that site, but
events of 2022 got brought back to life as a result of this situation.
Yes, obviously people are going to, if people are thinking about you, yeah, they're going to go back to old shit and analyze it. Also, hello, Mort Detour. Hello, Femyoz. Did I miss the mainstream topic? No, we're still talking about it. You tuned in at just the right time, I guess. all these leftist streamers that self-appoint themselves as ambassadors of the LGBT have literally been a detriment to the community. Yeah, literally. Change my mind. Like, all they have done is make us look bad. Literally. And there are people like me that do a better job optically of making trans people look good. I'm not the best at it. And I don't, like, unless I'm joking, I don't say, oh yeah, I'm the CEO of transgenderism, right? I will only say that as a joke, right? I don't actually think of myself that way or present myself that way, right? But I do things that make the trans community look better, right? I showed up on a fucking, what's his face, Tommy C's stream today, and I was just chill and had a chill conversation, was a little bit entertaining, and people concluded, oh yeah, this Femyoz person is based, you know? So it's like, oh, here's like a based trans person, and you'll notice at the same time, I don't do what Blair White does, where you know, she's willing to lie about her positions, right? She's a pick-me. I don't do it in a way that makes me a pick-me, right? You can present yourself in one way while still holding true to your beliefs. There's nothing wrong in doing so either. Wait, you're not the CEO of transgenderism? No, I actually am. I take that back. You're the ambassador to Ukraine, though. This is true. All she wants is attention, and now that she got it, she realizes that it's all negative, so she's trying to blame other people. Yeah, she literally just can't take accountability. It's so fucking annoying and disingenuous.
Situation because I wanted to defend my friend. I don't think if the roles were reversed, he would do the same for me, to be honest.
I don't know, Keffals, you tell me. Also, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit more, because 1.25 times speed still feels really fucking slow. Why am I still speaking faster? All right, 1.35 it is.
Honest. I reached out to him because I wanted to talk to him, and he sent me an apology. I asked if I could call him, and he said, I'll be honest, I'm a little socially burnt out at the moment, so it might be a little bit before I'm willing to call. I do want to say, though, how much I appreciate you speaking positively of me, and how sorry I am that this was all turned around on you. Hope you know my decision to stay quiet was not at all a product of my indifference to your suffering. I just knew defending you would probably make things significantly worse for both of us, which is why I went quiet for a while, as I did.
Okay, what's wrong with this message? Literally, what is wrong with this message? Yeah, it makes logical sense that Vaush wouldn't want to talk about it publicly more than he needs to. You have to realize, Keffals, that you talking about it and Tipster talking about it the way you guys did made Vaush look worse. Inversely, if Vaush were to do the same thing with you guys and he were to constantly defend you and Tipster, he would make himself look worse. You want to know why people are shitting on you and Tipster more than they're shitting on Vaush at this point? Because Vaush understands this better than either of you, okay? Vaush may be a little bit of a fucking retard who leaked his fucking folder full of lolicon and drawn bestiality, but at the same time, he's still smarter than you optically. So, I don't know why the fuck you would expect him to do something that would inevitably cause you to get more hate, that would cause people to focus on this shit more. He did the right thing in this situation. There's literally, not entirely in terms of like the situation broadly, but in terms of how he's treating Keffals and Tipster, yeah, he's doing the right thing there. He is doing the thing that will cause them the least harm, objectively. God, they are all awful friends. They all fucking suck. Yeah, they're so fucking slimy. She's literally dragging Vaush back into the fray by making this video. Yeah, literally. Like, Vaush is literally moving on. That message was completely normal and correct. Yeah, say what you will about Vaush. He's obviously not innocent in this situation, but he's definitely not guilty in this message right here. So, I don't know why the fuck she would bring this up as if this is some sort of argument against Vaush. Oh yeah, this is why I'm burning the bridge or distancing myself from Vaush. It's not because of the fucking lolicon that was in his folder. No, that couldn't possibly be the case. It's because it's bad optics and he didn't defend me enough. When I was being retarded and making him look worse, he didn't defend me, which would have made me look worse and would have gotten me more hate. Because Vaush did what's, I don't know what Vaush's motivations are. They could be completely self-interested or not. But even if Vaush has Keffals' best interest in mind, he would do the same fucking thing here. He wouldn't talk about it publicly. He wouldn't publicly defend her. It would make the problem worse. Xander Hall might have called it right with Keffals. Yes, but for the wrong reasons. Xander Hall comes across as very retarded and immature, right? But I think that Xander Hall is redeemable. Keffals at this point, I just don't trust her. I don't think anybody can trust her at this point. She's just not a trustworthy person. Xander Hall, bit of a fucking retard, but at least he's predictable, okay? At least he's kind of predictable. He's an immature man baby, whatever. Xan still seems cool with Willie Mack and Diorio. It's strange. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know. It could be the case that maybe Xander Hall burned the bridge with Keffals for reasons that are unknown. that are only known behind the scenes, because I do know things about Keffals that only are known behind the scenes, and I have to really fucking bite my tongue, because the person providing me with that information has told me that they don't want me to come out publicly with it. So I've bitten my tongue, and I will respect that, right? Can you read my comment? Which one? Blah blah blah. Shut up. No one believes any of your shit. Oh Keffals, lies, bitch. That's all lies. Yeah, literally. Zan's IQ is allegedly 97. Yeah, I've seen that. Leftist streamers are incapable of getting along. True. Unironically, too. I think Zan is childish and not the brightest, but he seems to have the right instincts. I agree with this, right? He has decent-ish instincts. I think he genuinely wants to be a good person. I don't think he's disingenuous. Like, he has snake-like tendencies, but I don't think that he does it disingenuously, right? I think that Keffals is disingenuous. Zan was chill with Nick and Commentary Bros for a while, yeah. Zach is a pathetic specimen, but he's not a terrible person, just a massive dork. Yeah, literally. Can we all just get along? I guess, maybe, potentially, but probably not, considering the fact that I don't know, people like this just... Look, I want leftism to be successful, okay? And you know how you make it successful? You don't do the thing where you defend lolicon, okay? That makes you look bad. Don't do that, okay? Have you heard about this documentary? Quite unset. It's about kids getting fucked at Nickelodeon. No, but that sounds fucking horrifying. Vaush poisoned Zan. I don't think so. He could have been based if he stuck with Destiny. I fundamentally disagree. Mainly because, I don't know. I've been based the entire time, right? Like, before I stopped being a Vaushite, I was fucking based, okay? You can be a Vaushite and based. At least, I don't know. Look, maybe less so now than before, but you get the point. Look, here's the thing. Hoopty, that's not public info. Please stop. That Fembro was not meant to say that. Vaush sucks, his politics suck. No, I don't think his politics suck. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is that sometimes he's a little bit of a fucking dickhead, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. That's an understatement. But yeah, here's the thing, okay? If you want the left to be successful, you need less people like Keffals making us all look fucking terrible by being a sniveling, disingenuous, cynical piece of shit that steals money from her audience and does all this really shady shit. And you need more people like me that are willing to reach out across the aisle, okay? And I know that sounds like a liberal position, but there's a reason why leftists are really fucking unpopular right now, okay? There's a reason that leftism is not unpopular. It's not because the ideas are bad. It's because nobody on the left has any semblance of how they are perceived by normal people, okay? So even when it comes to the way I present some of my ideas that are further left, at first I present them in a half-joking manner, if that's what's necessary. I hate these lying bitches. Yeah, same. I just hate people that are fucking disingenuous. When did you reach across the aisle? Earlier today. Like just by me interacting publicly with Tommy C very cordially, and being entertaining, and vaguely alluding to certain leftist ideas in like a half-joking context, like, oh yeah, like I'll donate to you, Tommy C, instead of Keffals, but only if you become a commie, right? Like shit like that, where it's like it. Because people know that I'm further left, right? That's not like a secret. People know that. It's sort of, the goal is to plant certain seeds, right? Smash like, I agree. Anyways, yeah, if you enjoy the stream thus far, I heavily encourage you to smash like, okay? We have 20 concurrents, but only 14 likes. Chat, can we fix that? I think we can, okay? I think it is more than plausible that we would be able to do that, okay? His politics are good, but he's incapable of playing nice, and he has some failures and major blind spots. He's also severely averse to doing research or preparation. True. That's the one thing that he's so fucking bad with, is doing research. Repairs the like button, then smashes it again. Hell yeah. Like, Cherry has a unique style of making thumbnails, and you can see her thumbnails flat out disappear after the Zan drama. True. Why are children being castrated? What are you talking about? Yes, I was talking about another human being, parentheses Zan, which is why I confused Femyoz, linking it. Wait, what? Didn't I DM'd you on Discord with the updated the new updated version of the video she deleted yesterday? Yeah, we're watching that. We're like halfway through it. Isn't that just so epic? It sure is. Dude, this is my favorite video. It's the greatest video of all time. Yeah. Hell yeah. Anyways, Let's continue with the video.
And I think he knows him not being in my corner through all of this didn't make it any worse for him.
It made it better for you. But by not being in your corner, you mean not publicly defending you? Like, what?
But it has hurt a lot going through all of this alone.
Okay, but if you keep hitting yourself in the head, yeah, you're gonna fucking hurt, okay? Why are you so fucking shocked? It's like, oh, Vaush did this dumb shit, okay? So let me publicly do the equivalent of hitting my head against the wall 5 trillion times and then wonder why. Oh God, why does my head hurt? I think it's actually Vaush's fault and Tipster's fault that I have a headache. If Tipster hadn't weighed in, I wouldn't have this massive headache from me smashing my head against the wall 5 trillion times on behalf of them. Oh, you know, maybe it's Vaush's fault that I did that. No, they didn't make you do that. They didn't smash your head against the wall. You smashed your own head against the wall. Speaking of which, Cherry is actually godlike at thumbnails. Like, they aren't blaring or annoying, but super catchy. Who does she do thumbnails for? Still, does she do them with for Zan still? Because obviously his thumbnails aren't like as good as mine, but they're not bad. I don't think they're not bad. I think Crybully is really overused, but Keffals always seems to lean into it. True. Kids being pumped full of chemicals and getting top and bottom. Wait, whoa. When are kids getting top and bottom surgery? And the only quote unquote chemicals would be puberty blockers, which are reversible, and they only get that if they've been diagnosed with gender dysphoria. So, just saying.
So this video isn't a Vaush hate video. I think that Vaush is a complex person. Vaush has made a considerable amount of mistakes, to put it lightly, throughout his career. He's also done a lot of good with this community. He raised almost $300,000 for the...
Yes, and this is why it was hard for me to, you know, not... Like, that was why it was difficult for me to be like, yeah, maybe I was supporting the wrong person, right? It's like, yeah, he did a lot of good, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean he's above criticism or that you should ignore the bad just because he did some good stuff.
Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. That's commendable.
Also, like, do we really want the rights of Palestinians to be associated with, who's funding the Palestinians? Oh, yeah, people with lolicon in their folder, right? Isn't that optically bad, too? Like, that's why this criticism is worthwhile. Please don't tell me you're a fool with the wrong you're. What? What does Keffals do for anyone? Literally nothing. What help has she given people? None. Has she ever helped a friend? I don't think so. Or been nice to someone? Nope. Or felt compassion for another human being? Absolutely nope. Right? Like, for instance, like, when I was fucking myself over, when I was off my antidepressants, you would think that would be, because, like, she had reached out to me prior, before I had gotten into any controversy, and then she stopped talking about me magically as soon as I was getting canceled or whatever the hell. Isn't that interesting? It's almost like she doesn't actually give a fuck about anybody. And isn't it just interesting how she fucked over Jalen? Yeah. Oh, wow. Crazy. Jalen, somebody that, like, I'm sorry, but in order to get in order for a bridge between you and Jalen to be burnt, you have to fucking completely and unambiguously fucking backstab them, okay? Jalen is one of the most loyal human beings on the fucking planet. She's loyal to a fault. Arguably just as much as Tipster, except she doesn't do it from like a disingenuous, this is all I have left career-wise, so I don't care if it's disingenuous or not, right? It is definitely genuine when it comes to Jalen, and it's to a fault, right? You're watching the one she deleted, but I'm saying she released a new one that's twice as long, where she goes over the original deleted video. Oh yeah, that's the next thing we're gonna go over. Don't you worry. But yes, we will be reacting to the additional cope. Wait, you mean to tell me I can jerk off the awful shit, but as long as I donate to Palestine, I have moral impunity? Amazing. Yeah, apparently. Like, her dream video is top 15. Oh, Jalen literally edited and made one of Keffals' most successful non-Kiwi Farms related videos on her channel. Yeah, Jalen is a fucking goated editor. Like, her dream video is top 15, I think. Yeah, like, that's the thing is Jalen. Oh my god, she's so underrated. Her editing is fucking insane, and she does it really quickly too. Like, people don't give her enough credit for it. Like, people think that she produces slop based on like her old videos that they've seen, but like, she's genuinely a really good editor. Jalen's new channel is doing pretty well because she's milking the Minecraft YouTube drama again. Massive W. Dude, I'm so fucking happy for her. Like, she's like cracking the algorithm again with like the Minecraft drama stuff. That's like her niche. My niche at this point is YouTube Shorts streams, which I'm gonna do more of, right? I'm still gonna do these because these are fun, and this is where like a lot of my core audience is. But like, I still want to gain new viewers and whatnot, right? And you'll notice slowly over time, like I'm this number right now. It's 21 concurrent viewers, at least on my screen, right? That consistent number is gonna slowly go up and up and up over time with like the most loyal audience that is built from people finding me in shorts. So yeah, found you through YouTube short streams. Hell yeah, based and red pilled. So yeah, that's what I mean. Is there gonna be people that find me from those streams, and there's gonna like it's gonna be a minority of people, but slowly over time, the people that consistently watch me and watch streams like these is gonna slowly rise, and until I have a very large dedicated audience compared to what I've had in the past, right? Like for instance, this stream is a bit above average. Right? Same stream day before yesterday. Yeah, exactly. So this is like those streams are how I pull in new viewers. This is how I retain them and keep them on the channel, I guess, if that makes sense, right? Got a sub and hopped on the Discord. Based, let's go. Also, pretty sure she's cool with Diorio again. I was begging her to do which I was begging to do with forever. Wait, who, Jalen? W Jalen? Dude, yeah, that's the thing. I can't hate Diorio. I don't know why Jalen had beef with Diorio. I like Diorio. He's funny. Like, yeah, is he wrong about stuff sometimes? Sure, like everybody else except for me. Like anybody that doesn't agree with me on every single issue, obviously they're gonna be wrong sometimes. But like even when I was like in a lot of controversy, I have respect for people like Nick Diorio and hell, even Augie to an extent. Because when people were saying a lot of shit that was like over the top, exaggerated, and just flat out untrue in some instances, Nick Diorio, Augie, etc. could have farmed that for content, but they didn't. You know why? Because they limited it to jokes. They limited to making jokes about me. And you know what? Those jokes were fucking funny, right? Like, or at least Nick Diorio's meme about me was fucking hilarious, okay? That shit had me fucking dying, okay? But Augie is a little bit annoying, but sometimes he's funny as well. Look, but he's kind of a fucking idiot, right? Like, he's insufferable sometimes, but sometimes he's funny. Are you a huge Jalen fan because she says slurs loudly and proudly? No, I'm her friend. I don't think that she should say slurs necessarily. Same stream the day before yesterday. Hell yeah. Yeah, I didn't know you did political stuff. I'm a Destiny fan, but love more perspective. Hell yeah. And like, I'm not one of the lefties that's like, yeah, Destiny is evil or whatever. Like, it's like, yeah, he has shit takes sometimes. Wow, that's like everybody else on the planet. But like, I'm not gonna say that everybody on the planet that disagrees with me is like an evil Nazi, right? That's not gonna convince anybody, right? That's what poly people does, right? And there's a reason she has like a very small, isolated audience, which is only like people that also view Hassan, right? Like she doesn't actually reach out to people that disagree with her. I disagree with her less than I disagree with like the average person in this country. And even she couldn't even fucking reach out to me properly, right? And that is a genuine fucking fault of people like that, right? It's like I am closer to her than I am to the average person politically, right? And she's called me a white supremacist Nazi. It's like it just doesn't fucking work. Whereas I can reach out to people that are even as far as center right and change their perspective on things. Destiny is the definition of beta. Yeah, fair enough. Augie's personality is annoying, but I don't think he's a bad person. Shit politics, but it's whatever. Yeah, that's my take on him. He's kind of insufferable sometimes, has shit politics. He's annoying sometimes. Sometimes he's funny, and I'll give him credit for that. Diorio, would you fuck Amir Odom? I don't know who that is, so maybe, probably not. Mental illness, I love her, but I can't defend everything she says or does. Yeah, literally. Like, you could disagree with people you're friends with. Like, I don't know why that's such an unpopular take these days. Like, you don't have to defend every single word or action of somebody you're friends with. It's like, I can be friends with Jalen and say, yeah, she has said things that are bad before. Wow, crazy. Who would have guessed? 100% it feels weird agreeing with every 100% with everything someone says. Yeah, exactly. Feels like pandering, not actual support. Literally. Like when like the most recent time when Jalen spurged out or whatever on a live stream, I was like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. That was really bad optics, right? Like don't do that shit, right? And that's something you can do. But guess what? Guess what? I didn't make a video condemning Jalen either. I didn't defend her. I didn't condemn her. I knew that she did something wrong, and I was like, okay, Jalen, don't do this. This is a bit cringe. Okay, people are using this against you. This is just hurting you. It doesn't help anybody, etc. Right? But I was also there for her emotionally at the same time because she was going through a lot. Right? That's something you can do. I don't know why these people don't understand that. Say what you will about Jalen, but she's one of the most genuine, real motherfuckers I have ever fucking spoken to. Some people have gone as far as to say she's a lolcow. I fundamentally disagree. She's one of the nicest people behind the scenes, right? And frankly, she doesn't engage with a lot of the shit she used to, right? An attribute that is a requirement for being a lolcow is an unwillingness to change. Jalen has changed. She's not super easy to troll like she used to be, right? There's a barrier to entry now, right? She'll be a lib in 2 years. Jalen is a reactionary, but she's getting slowly better. She's not going to be... She's probably just... No, I disagree. She's probably just going to have... If I'm going to be completely honest, when it comes to her political positions, she's going to be heavily influenced by the people she surrounds herself with. And because I'm just as loyal as she is, her political positions are probably going to be pretty similar to mine, whatever mine end up being, right? Which is probably not that different from what they are now, but it's always subject to change, right? It wasn't just being cringe, quote, it was being racist AF. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how loosely you want to use the word racism. When somebody has a mental breakdown and they just say the worst thing they can think of, like, again, I think there's, like, a difference between, like, oh my god, my throat is so fucking dry, hold on. Fuck. What the fuck just happened there? Sorry. As I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself. Look, I don't think... Jalen is not ideologically racist, right? Like, if you ask her about policy positions in terms of systemic racism, she'll say, like, the most average, like, lefty talking point, right? So I don't want to categorize her as, like, a racist person. Like, yeah, she said racist things, right? But I think that knowing who she is as a person is kind of important. Bro, who cares? Yeah, I just don't care that much. Keffals herself said she respects Tipster, and while she's disappointed in Vaush, she still respects him. I think that level of respect is most likely dwindling over time. I mean, the bridge with her and Keffals has been burnt already. A racist action doesn't make someone racist. Yeah, exactly. There are, like, look, everybody is, like, racist to an extent, right? But I wouldn't say, like, everybody does things that are racist. But, like, I wouldn't, because I think that colloquially, there needs to be some sort of distinction between something like a microaggression versus something like, committing a hate crime, right? There's some in between stuff, right? Whether it be advocating for racist policies or saying this, which is worse than saying the N-word, which is worse than, you get the point, right? Like, you could argue that, for instance, whenever I read a fictional story, right? And I don't do this intentionally, by the way. I always, by default, imagine the character to be white, unless something else is described. Why is that, right? You could argue that even to an extent that's racist. There's no logical reason for me to think that. Why is it every single time? But that's because society conditions people, right? If you live in a racist society, a society that's racist to an extent, you won't necessarily know that you see white as the default race. It's the default race, though, right? That would be an example of that. And while I don't think that makes me a bad or a racist person, you could point to that and say, isn't that interesting, right? And I think that that's something you would want to be self-aware about without beating yourself up over it, right? It's not something I beat myself up over. It's not something that I'm like, oh, gosh darn it, why did I immediately imagine this instead of this, right? It's just something to ask yourself, right? African-American is more racist. There's no default race. Oh, I agree with that, but some people see it that way without even realizing it. Exactly, saying a black person's hair is weird and growing from that is the opposite of racism. Well, it would start out as some, like, a racist comment, right? But eventually you would realize, okay, don't say. But, like, that's something that Jalen wouldn't say either. That's the interesting thing about Jalen is she'll say slurs, but she won't say shit like that. She doesn't really say slurs anymore for the most part. Occasionally she might, but like she doesn't really say the N-word. I don't remember when the last time she said the N-word was. She has said it way too many times for my liking, to be completely honest. But that's the thing, right? Can we stop acting morally superior to people who called someone the N-word like one time? We've all done equally awful shit. Yeah, like that's the thing is everybody has done shitty things, right? Like Jalen's done shitty things, I've done shitty things, you've done shitty things. It doesn't necessarily have to be racist to be shitty, right? Like I'm sorry, you can criticize people, but that shouldn't be like the end all be all, right? You called me the N-word in DMs. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, well you gave me the N-word pass. I'll have you find. If we're gonna make up DMs, I think it's sad to think, but I genuinely think Jalen may have been doing that as self-harm. Yeah, literally, because it was in the same clip that she doxed herself. She literally fucking gave her fucking address. Like, it was literally self-sabotage. And that's why I can't even, like it's why, that's the reason I don't even hold it against her in the slightest. That's why I don't care in the slightest anymore. I feel like it's the same logic as when it's so intense you just pick up something and hurt yourself. Yeah, literally. And you might hurt other people in the process of hurting yourself, but you have to keep in mind that, yeah, that is, well, a form of self-harm. It's self-sabotage. I have learned about self-sabotage, unfortunately, because it's something I've engaged in a little bit, and it's something that, unfortunately, because I've been in outpatient therapy, outpatient therapy programs and whatnot, IOP and PHP, right? Part-time hospitalization programs and intensive outpatient therapy, right? That's how I learned about that shit, and that is something that Jalen has engaged in. Jalen saying the word isn't a problem to me. It's the tone and the context. Yeah. I don't like necessarily. Look, it's saying the N-word isn't wrong as a white person because the syllables are fundamentally evil or whatever. It's not ontologically evil syllables / sound waves or whatever the hell. It's wrong in most contexts because in most contexts you're demeaning a certain group of people regardless of intent, right? Not to say that like it makes you like an evil person or whatever, but like it's something to generally avoid. Like it's generally preferable to not say the N-word than to say the N-word, right? Look, saying the N-word isn't wrong as a white person, quote from Femyoz. Damn. Well, it's not fundamentally wrong in of itself, right? It's wrong when you send a certain message, which is most of the time when you say it as a white person. Most times you shouldn't say it, right? Like, what are you saying there? There are reasons it's okay. Yeah, and the reason I always go back to, and I'm not going to say it again just because I'm not getting paid enough money to say it. You know, $50 for soft A, $100 for hard R, okay? No less, okay? In which it's like the context is so obvious, I'm just doing it for money, that there's no ideological position. With that being said, yeah, that's the thing. For instance, when I said the N-word, in the context of making a linguistic claim, I was like, okay, the reason it's wrong to say the N-word as a white person isn't because of the syllables. For example, I will literally pronounce the syllables right now, and then I pronounced the syllables, right, of the hard R N-word, and explained, but that's not why it's wrong. It's not because the syllables are ontologically evil. You know that the message I am sending is not one of hatred or bigotry, or saying that somebody is something bad on the basis of whatever. It's not an insulting thing. It is, these are the syllables that this word is comprised of. And it's not that the syllables are ontologically evil. There is a message that is usually associated with the syllables. But because I detached that message explicitly, and believe me, I gave 20 trillion clarifying statements to make sure I wasn't greenlighting usages of the word that I wouldn't be okay with, right? I'm not going to make the same mistake as iDubbbz, right? That would be an example of when it's okay, right? It's not under every single circumstance it's wrong to say the N-word or whatever, right? I literally think nobody cares about people saying the N-word. I refuse to believe people actually get offended at just hearing the word being said, not even at them. Oh yeah, no, I think that the harm is definitely overstated in a lot of instances, right? Is it wrong in the context of singing to a Dr. Dre song? No, because it's obviously you're not calling somebody a slur. It's like, oh, you're singing a song. Like that, you're clearly not sending a bad message there. You're just singing a fucking song. I know that's like a hot take or whatever the hell, but I've had such bad mood swings. I'd start punching myself or biting my arms. I was just getting hormonal. I didn't give a fuck. A fuck ton of mental illness and trauma. Yeah, exactly. Gotta go. Burb. Gabba, I don't know what that means, but okay, have fun, I guess. I need to get a job to get $50, fair enough. A homeless person having a mental breakdown and saying it's different than malicious directing at a person. Yeah, I mean, again, context matters. Most of the time, my friend saying, can I borrow a french fry to some random dude in a food court? Femyoz, hell yeah. The amount of femboys and trans girls I've heard say the N-word is concerning, that doesn't surprise me. Unironic. Dude, trans femmes and femboys are like the edgiest people on the fucking planet, surprisingly enough. My dad gets really mad at hearing the word, and it's not about the word, it's the stuff other people did around it. Yeah, like, I think that, like, again, there's gonna be specific context where it is or isn't okay. I'm a femboy that says the N-word. Fair enough. Look, that could be based or cringe depending on the context, okay?
And I think he should be given credit for that. It's just unfortunate that for many people, that's not going to be what he's remembered for. And I hope that all the people in my audience who are fans of him and his content can understand this. And
yeah, look, I don't look. Here's the thing: it's your fault for defending him, Keffals, and it's Vaush's fault for downloading that on his computer.
Understand that I just kind of want to do my own little thing from now on. I don't want people to instantly associate my name with this community. It's been hard enough, the amount of people who have decided not to want to associate with me.
So there you go. There's the reason. That she's saying the quiet part out loud. I don't want to associate with this because this has hurt my reputation. That's basically what she's saying right now. It's not because she changed her opinion about Vaush. It's literally just, oh, this is dragging my name through the mud. And I don't want my name to be dragged through the mud, so I better fucking distance the shit out of myself, okay? And that's why it's an issue, right? Either way, look, here's the thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with changing her position, but the reason behind her changing her position is, well, completely fucked. She's not doing it in good faith. She's not doing it because she actually changed her mind about the morality of Vaush, or whatever the fuck, right? She's doing it disingenuously.
Solely because of my association with him up until this most recent controversy, which has made my life a living hell. Quite literally.
Yeah, that's the thing is, look, I understand that, yeah, it makes your life a living hell. But again, you can't blame Vaush for something that you did. You inserted yourself in this drama. There's a reason that nobody is talking about Xander Hall right now. Because guess what Xander Hall didn't do? He didn't fucking talk about the Vaush stuff. He didn't burn the bridge with Vaush. He just didn't fucking talk about it. And you know what? He caused less harm to Vaush. He caused less harm to himself. And guess what? Nobody's fucking talking about him. That's all you had to do. I've been called the N-word on Grindr by femboys and trans girls more times than I'd like to admit. That's kind of fucked up. Not gonna lie. That's something that you would want to ask consent first, right? Just to make sure it's like an okay thing, right?
Early in the week before all of that happened, I was just saying, okay, I'm going to wind down my content and I'm going to try to focus on doing more story-based content, specifically in the horror genre. And I still...
Yeah, this is the 5 trillionth time you've said that, Keffals. You've been saying this for months now, and you keep uploading your daily slop related to drama. You've been saying for ages, yeah, I am done with drama. I'm going to focus on the horror stuff. I don't like drama. Drama is bad. I'm never going to talk about drama ever again. This is my last drama video. Every single one is the last one, of course. And then you just keep uploading every single fucking day after that on the same channel, talking about the same subject material and not working on your fucking Scared Awake channel. Maybe because it doesn't do as well for you financially, perhaps. Minor inconveniences happens. Keffals, this has made my life a living hell. Yeah, literally. There was no consent. Then that's fucking cringe. We need a Keffals documentary like a boogie one that documents her struggles with kleptomania, crack addiction, and narcissism. True. I know more left-leaning people who use the N-word at a normal rate than right-leaning people. Based? That's because leftists are edgier, honestly. That's because we're more based. Not gonna lie, I'm black and I've been in the LGBT community. And if anything, they try harder not to be racist. Yeah, like that's the thing is well, and if you're a leftist and it's obvious you're a leftist and you make your positions very clear, I feel like you get more leeway as well, right? So like if a right-winger uses the N-word as a part of their joke, it's going to be perceived a certain way. Like you're gonna like, especially if you're like a minority, you're gonna hear that and you're like, ooh, what did they mean by that? Whereas if somebody uses the N-word in a joke and like it's obvious what my positions are, it's like people just won't care as much, right? Which is interesting, and that's the way it should be, right? Because again, that is part of context, right? You could be saying the same words, but if you have a different circumstances in terms of the other beliefs you presented, that gives context to why you're saying the thing that you're saying and what you're actually meaning by that, right? Either way, yeah, I don't know.
Plan to work on that, but I've just been kind of festering on these thoughts without even having an outlet to really express them.
Okay, the internet is not your outlet. That the internet is not your outlet. I'm sorry. The internet is not your outlet, okay? I learned this the hard way, okay? I used to schizo post in my community tab, and you know, there's a reason I don't do that anymore, okay? When was the last time I did that? I was off my antidepressants, and I was extremely mentally ill, and I stopped doing that. And I'm still mentally ill, by the way. Not less so than I was before, but part of what made the mental illness worse was me plastering it all over the fucking internet. The internet is not your fucking therapy space, okay? Do you guys ever fantasize about dating your parentheses male childhood best friend after transitioning, asking for your mama? I don't think so, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Some random person in chat says, "Shut up, bitch! You sound goofy!" in all caps. Oh man, you really showed me. Anyways, you said in DMs that you wanted to be black owned. I mean, I didn't say that, but that sounds like something I might say. It's actually ironic. Keffals and Zan Keffals said Zan has no friends because of the fact that she's making this video. She actually has no friends. She has no actual friends. Yeah, literally.
And that's honestly why I'm putting this out here, because I feel like I just got punished for trying to be a good friend to someone.
You are not a good friend. You are the opposite of a good friend. And I'll tell you why you're the opposite of a good friend. You are a snake. You are a liar. You're a backstabber. You will take any opportunity you can to burn a bridge with somebody over the most worthless, meaningless shit simply because associating with them is bad optics in your opinion. And you might even think that, well, maybe I'll gain from that. But you don't. You never even gain anything from that because you are stupid, Keffals. You can't even play your cards right. You're an idiot. You don't know how to do that. You could have easily talked to Jalen about your feelings and whatnot, okay? But you backstabbed her, so you can't do that anymore, okay? I know Jalen on a personal level. She's one of the kindest, most understanding and empathetic people that would be willing to support you privately, even publicly to an extent, though that would be bad and something I would advise her against, regardless. But again, she was there for you. I would have been there for you. I think there was one instance where Keffals was going through some other shit, apparently, and I was like, hey, I know you don't know me that well, but like, if you want, like, you can talk to me about this shit so you don't have to, like, vent it on the internet. She never responded. Fair enough. She doesn't have to, but again, there were people that were willing to do that, but because she is such a slimy, dishonest piece of shit, she's destroyed that for herself. She has no other outlet. Femyoz exposed. The racial roleplay stuff is a bizarre fetish. Dude, I was joking about that, though. I was joking about that. It sounds like something I would say, not because I'm into it, but because I say weird shit. You showed me your Queen of Spades tattoo, and then said the N-word. Real? Based? Like everyone who thinks they are friends with Keffals are only friends because they provide some kind of service to her, and either in being a sycophantic weirdo, or a scan Kiwi Farms for her. Yeah, literally. Like, that's the thing. Is she reached out to me because she saw that I was making content, I was doing live streams, and I was able to present her in a positive light that made her look good. It seemed like I had good optics at the time. I was a bit of an edgelord. And that was sort of like, you know, making her more appealing to an edgier audience. So she saw that as an opportunity and immediately reached out to me because I was edgy. I was able to say whatever the fuck I wanted while also being a leftist, and that's what she was going for. This was right after she said the word retard and was getting canceled by woke scolds. So my content was right up her alley in that regard. But as soon as I got into controversy, she did not want to fucking talk to me ever again. again, that in of itself is not that big of a deal, right? Like, it's like, yeah, she doesn't owe me her time, right? Like, she doesn't have to fucking talk to me or whatever the fuck, right? But this is like a pattern of behavior where she's only friends with people. She only reaches out to people that she gets something out of. As soon as she can't get anything out of them, she just completely distances herself, right? That's what she does. I love femboys. Based, not a fan of who, me? Oh no, what will I ever do? Jalen literally wanted to believe that Keffals was a good person for a whole last year, including after she got abandoned. Yeah, literally. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, but if a bridge between you and Jalen gets burnt, you did something wrong. She is way too fucking loyal for her own good. So, again, this is what I mean when I say that Keffals is a complete piece of shit. Because Keffals is an optics cuck. Yeah, and it's such a double-edged sword, too. When you care too much about optics, you have terrible fucking optics. It's fucking hilarious.
I feel hurt. I feel hurt. I don't want to defend this guy anymore. I wish.
Yeah, well, that was your fucking fault. But the reason you don't want to defend him is not because you think he's any more in the wrong than you thought initially. It's just because you think that he's some sort of liability.
I wish him all the best, and I want everyone who's watching this, who's part of his community, to know that I don't hate him.
I don't hate him either, but guess what? I'm willing to hold him accountable for the things that he actually did. Something that you haven't talked about, Keffals. You haven't done anything to hold him accountable.
I don't dislike any of you if you are part of his community or if you want to watch his content. I just don't want people to say the word Keffals and immediately associate it in their heads with Vaush anymore.
Wow, and I can't possibly imagine who would be responsible for that. I mean, hell, Xander Hall would be even more associated with Vaush before this shit. But guess what? Nobody is talking about him in terms of the Vaush drama. Because guess what? He didn't insert himself into drama that doesn't fucking apply to him.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of Vaush fans who are going to watch this and start talking about Vaush derangement syndrome, but it's like, he's not above criticism. He's hurt a lot of people through his own recklessness.
Okay, I agree. She's right about this specifically, but again, you did this to yourself, Keffals.
I've talked to countless people who are part of his community who have been hurt by this. There have been ramifications for the people who work with him, for the people who are part of his community. Some of them don't even feel comfortable saying they're a Vaush fan.
Yeah, and guess who's part of the problem, Keffals? You're part of the problem. You defending him made the problem worse. That made everything for Vaush worse. I'm fucking speechless. That's the thing. And what's interesting is her saying this now. It's like, isn't it a bit late to say that the Vaush harmed his own community? Like, yeah, astute observation. But A, you're not holding him accountable for the shit that he actually did. That was problematic. Cough, cough. Having Lolicon on his folder, which he had to have known is Lolicon. It's logically impossible for him to not have known, since he has seen things that are way less fucking obvious and labeled it as Lolicon immediately right off the bat. So that's not logically possible. So if you've seen what was in the folder, you would know that, right? It's like Keffals either saw my coverage or President Sunday's coverage of the Vaush stuff, and she's like trying to disingenuously copy the way that I changed my opinion, but like it's not working. Or she's like trying to disingenuously change her opinion the way President Sunday did. It just doesn't work. It's like she either watched me or President Sunday, and is trying to emulate like some of the reasons, but she doesn't know why the reasons are actually applicable. Like she doesn't understand why me or President Sunday said the things we said. So it just comes across as really fucking disingenuous and snakish.
When they're meeting new people. It's a really shitty situation to be in, and it's a situation that he created through his own recklessness. And I honestly thought better of him because he never seemed like a person who would make a fuck up this big. But we're here now. All of this.
I mean, I guess, but again, the problem wasn't just that he fucked up publicly. The problem was that he had Lolicon on his fucking computer. Even if you were to save it on his phone like you suggested, that doesn't make it any less bad. It just means that he's doing the bad thing without anybody knowing about it.
Happened, and I
see what you're saying, but counterpoint, you're a woman? Shut up.
Don't know if I can feel the same way about him anymore. As a result of what he did, and of me wanting to be there to defend a friend when
Okay, explain what he did in detail. Actually hold him accountable. Don't just like vaguely allude to it, okay? Do what I did, be specific, hold him accountable for the things that he did.
They were going through the ringer. I have faced so many ramifications for it, and
Vaush has said pedo stuff a lot of times before. Yeah, but in the past, you could just write that off as like, oh, he was making an argument about consistency, and he was fucking being a cancerous debate bro, and being like, well, you see, according to your worldview, if you accept premise A, which is this random shit, then you have to also accept premise B, which is being in favor of child pornography, right? Like, it was shit like that. It wasn't him defending CP for the most part. Now, there was one, the vegan gains debate, I think was like an exception to this, but nobody really had seen the look, I'm not going to get too much into it, right?
I'm going to be facing more in the
additional counterpoint. You're a bottom. Shut up. Hold on. Femyoz is trans. I thought they were just a femboy. Well, I guess I'm both. I still label myself as a femboy when I'm algorithm maxing. Okay. But yeah, I am trans. I've been on an HRT for 9 months. Remember when Keffals said remember when Keffals called someone a groiper and said they were calling for violence against trans women over a joke about dropping an anvil on someone's head for saying they fab? Yeah, that was fucking retarded. Cute. Aw, why thank you. Hope all is going well. I hope you're doing well as well. Ariel gaming account. Have you watched Femboy Fishing? I have not. That pink flamingo. I apologize. I've been busy algorithm maxing and also talking about drama. Why do you look like Robin Williams? What does that mean?
I'll give credit where credit's due. Vaush was smart to go quiet in the face of this controversy.
Yeah, you mean the thing that you failed to do.
Which could have been a hell of a lot worse for him if he decided to post through it. But unfortunately, this is just never going to go away. For the rest of Vaush's career, this is going to be a cycle where it's going to continuously come back up over and over.
Yeah, to an extent, but actually, Vaush isn't doing too terribly for himself. He's moved on. This is barely even affecting him at this point. He still has most of his core audience, or at least a substantial enough portion of it. He's not gonna go fucking homeless. All of his most recent videos are well received. I've actually analyzed this. Like if you look at the like to dislike ratios, the comments, etc. Like if you just look at his channel, you won't even know that anything happened, right? Just solely looking at his channel. You don't know who Robin Williams is? No, I'm sorry.
Over it.
Your face is red as fuck. Are you getting flustered by misogyny? No. I'm just dehydrated and tired. I'm eepy.
Again, the next time it comes up, I don't want to be put on blast because of things I had nothing to do with. I think.
What do you mean? You chose to defend him. Oh, I don't want to be put on blast for the actions of others. Then don't defend the actions of others. That in of itself is an action. You fucking idiot.
I've also realized from this situation that you don't need to get involved in every.
My school has a Megamind shrine in the boys' bathroom. Based boys' bathroom. Femyoz has 0 media literacy. That's not true. Why are Reddit communist trannies so brainwashed? What? Who is the gentleman printed out on your wall? The beautiful bald man known as Bald Martin. He is Bald Martin. He's a beautiful bald man. Yeah, anyways, let's continue.
Every single drama. You really don't? I don't think Tipster should have got involved. I think that was really stupid. What could you...
Then maybe you should have told him that behind the scenes, you fucking troglodyte.
You have possibly thought the outcome of doing a public call out on Ethan Klein would have been, honestly.
Yeah, why didn't you ask yourself that? You made an entire fucking awful video essay that was rushed with terrible audio quality. That was somehow seemingly more low effort than one of my live streams where I do it live, where I don't fucking edit because I literally can't. You did that, Keffals. You made an entire video. You fucking moron. Tipster got involved without even watching the video of Vaush? Yeah, literally. You can't just say Bald Martin and not explain. I can, and I just did.
Like, I know you want to defend the people that you like, but sometimes you just gotta sit back. You don't always need to get directly in the fucking mud. And I would be lying if I said that I don't like drama. I love slop. I'm a slopmeister. I am 100...
That's the first true thing she said.
If I said that I don't like drama, I love slop. I'm a slopmeister. I am 100% the operator of a slopateria. But I don't want to...
First true thing she said this video. Oh my god. She's right. She is a slopmeister. She runs a slop cafeteria. You know what? Fair enough. At least she's somewhat self-aware in that regard, at least.
Be directly in the slop.
Tipster got involved without even watching the video of Vaush is true, though. Keffals is a certified slop fan. Yeah, she loves slop.
And I'm not going to stop doing commentary on various happenings around the internet. But I don't-
Whoa, wait! I thought you said you were done with commentary. You were done with drama and live streaming. What happened, Keffals? You were saying, oh yeah, I want to work on my Scared Awake channel. But of course you have to clarify, oh yeah, I'm going to keep doing commentary stuff. You low-key cover slop, but your personality makes it not slop. Why, thank you, AJ Fallacious. And frankly, I know this sounds a little bit like I'm sucking myself off, and I am, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I make slop into not slop just by saying words and being me, I guess. You can tell Keffals is a pathological manipulator because she will lie and manipulate her audience over the tiniest, stupidest drama and victimize herself no matter what. Yeah, literally. She could be 100% in the wrong and still victimize herself. Why is she saying this about Tipster when she could be saying this to him in the DMs? Literally, that's what I'm saying. Bro, they unfollowed each other and he's still cucking. Literally. Literal optics cuck. This is worse than being an optics cuck because it's not even good optics. She's making herself look terrible. I know she's trying to have good optics, but she's too stupid to have good optics while being disingenuous. Look, here's the thing. I have not the best optics. I have a pretty bad track record when it comes to it. It's something I've worked on and improved at, but I don't have the best optics in the world. But you want to know why I have better optics than Keffals, even though I pay less attention to it? Because I'm not a sniveling, disingenuous, snake-like piece of shit. Right? Tipster forgave her. You'll have to read his latest comment. Of course he did. Femyoz can turn shit into sugar. Why, thank you. I try my best. One day Keffals' partner is going to break up with her and say, oh, wait, what? You deleted the message, I think. Yeah, anyways, the people who stayed with Vaush are what's wrong with the left. Vaush should have been Steven Crowder, IMO, denounced by everyone and disavowed. Yeah, literally. Or at least, having a nuanced take about him, right? My favorite Bald Martin moment was when he went, it's balding time, and balded all over the place. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. No, my favorite one was, I'm gonna get a brand new iPhone. There's like probably 0 or 1 people that know what I'm referencing. The unfollowed screenshots are BS. Those services don't work since Elon closed the API. Oh, okay, fair enough. I joined the stream 10 minutes ago because Femboy and this individual is quite entertaining. Why, thank you, Ariel Gaming Arc. I very much appreciate that. I hope I am I try my hardest to be as entertaining as humanly possible. Getting that hot, sticky bald everywhere. Hell yeah. Anyways, one day Keffals' partner is gonna break up with her, and she'll say, "So you literally think I should have died of an overdose?" And no, wait. Sorry, I read that incorrectly because this is something that Keffals is gonna say. Sorry, let me reread your message specifically so I can quote Keffals properly. Okay, one day Keffals' partner is gonna break up with her, and she'll say, "So you literally think I should have died of an overdose and I got swatted and people leave mean comments like Kiwi Farms." But yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. Sorry, that was my Keffals impression. For those of you who don't know, we've been watching the Keffals video or whatever at 1.4 times speed, and that's why she talks at like a relatively normal pace, kind of like what I do. Stand up on hands over hearts for the Keffals impression. Hell yeah. Would 2 bald Martins make a Harry Michael? I don't know. That's a good question. Saluting, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Saluting to the great Keffals. The great Keffals impression. Anyways, let's finish this video and then watch at least part of her newest video. Maybe we make this into a 2-part stream. Who knows? So I can farm it even more.
I don't want to be directly involved in it, especially when it has nothing to do with me. So if anything, that's my big takeaway from the situation. So with that said, thank you for watching. If you made it this far into the video, I really hope you had an open mind and understood where I'm coming from, because I'm not—
Yeah, I have an open mind, and I think that you're, oh wait, I was about to dislike it, but then I realized this wasn't a re-upload, so I'm actually gonna like it so that more people can see it. Damn. Fuck,
saying
dude.
Any of this out of a place of hate. I'm saying all of this out of a place of hurt. It's been rough.
We get it. You're the perpetual victim, Keffals. You're the perpetual victim, and you can't take accountability. We get it, all right? We get it, Keffals. If only you knew how to take accountability. I'm just saying. With that being said, we're gonna be going to the Keffals YouTube channel because she uploaded a follow-up video. Wow, I'm so excited. Her follow-up video, is titled the following, okay? The Vaush video. I know it was only 3 words, but I still had to read it in the Keffals voice. Am I being a petty bitch? You better believe I am. Does that stop me? You better believe it's not going to. Of course not. Of course not. I am a petty bitch, and there's literally nothing, but fuck nothing you can do. She's diagnosed with retardation, low blow, dude. It is, I think it's psychomotor retardation to be specific. I don't know if she was diagnosed or if that was just, if she just asserted that.
They leaked a folder full of...
Hold on.
Hello everyone, I recently uploaded a video called I Changed My Mind About Vaush, and...
Yeah, we watched that. It was fucking awful.
As you may have noticed, I took the video down. Now, there are many reasons for why I did this. First of all, I think that people got the wrong impression about what I was trying to say, and I didn't want to deal with getting dogpiled on the video. I'm not trying to...
Yeah, there we go. Right off the bat, saying the quiet part out loud. I didn't want to get dogpiled. That's literally the only reason you deleted it. And anything else is just fucking cope.
...start a fight with anyone. I'm not trying to continue any sort of drama. I was mostly just trying to give my thoughts in a calm, collected manner.
No, you were trying to make what you, in the moment, impulsively thought would be the best business decision. But Keffals, you're too stupid to be disingenuous and get away with it.
Retrospectively about everything that happened. So I'm going to try doing the video again. If you see the Minecraft parkour in the background, that is a new addition to the video, and when it's face cam, it's the video that I previously uploaded. I noticed that small channels are already re-uploading my video, and I'm going to assume that people think that I'm trying to hide something, but I'm really not. In philosophy, Occam's razor is the problem-solving principle that recommends searching for explanations constructed with the smallest possible set of elements. So in other words, it's not that I'm some sort of evil mastermind, it's actually that I'm just really stupid.
I mean, you are really stupid, but I think you were trying to hide the video, and if people didn't re-upload it, you wouldn't be making this follow-up video right here. The only reason you're making the follow-up video is because you got fucking caught. People archive shit. You fucking moron. If you weren't trying to hide anything, why would you private it instead of unlisting it? And then make a statement afterwards as to why you unlisted it? Why wouldn't you do that, Keffals? It's almost like you were trying to hide something. Wow, isn't that just fucking crazy? Incredible. I'm here to summon eagles whenever there's the anthem. Hell yeah. If that's the case, that's not cool. Look, I just don't believe anything Keffals says. She's a fucking proven liar. First time I see myself agreeing with Keffals. On what? Is Keffals just gonna make a video stooping to the lowest ever she ever has and then private it and post a follow-up stooping even lower? And I wouldn't say this is the lowest she's ever stooped to be fair. This is not nearly as bad as the whole scamming her audience out of $100,000, but it's still not good. I wish trans girlies would just get along. I mean, I do too, but I have to call out my fellow trans girlies when they do fucked up shit. When she said she was stupid, lol. Oh, yes, I agree with that as well. That's one of the only correct things she said.
Elaborate more than I did in the first video to clear up any of the misconceptions that people had, because people assumed that this was some sort of takedown video, which it absolutely wasn't. Also, it goes without saying, please don't harass these small channels that are re-uploading my content without permission. It's annoying, but I honestly don't care that much. I want to do my—
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
My little commentary. I want to have a good time, and I want everyone watching this to also have a good time. So let's get it.
All right, I sure will have a good time, definitely, totally. Oh, also, we are watching this at 1.4 times speed, keep in mind. You want to see what it sounds like? At 1 time speed?
I wanted to give my thoughts about everything now that time has passed, and I kind of stepped away for a bit to think about everything that happened over the last 2 months. I'm talking, of course, about the situation that went down with Vaush. So to those who aren't aware—
Like, I don't understand how it's physically possible to even be that boring. It sounds like I'm watching something at 0.7 times speed. It's actually fucking crazy. Femyoz is the cutest trans girl I've seen yet. Why, thank you. Now I want to play Minecraft based, but yeah, no, that's why we watch it at anywhere from 1.3 to 1.5 times speed. Damn, Keffals speaks like an AI generated video, literally.
The situation that happened in February was Vaush accidentally leaked a folder full of images that he should not have had on his computer, and it created a living—
What images, Keffals? Would you like to specify what they are?
Hell. For him, for me, for anyone in his general proximity. Now, when I originally uploaded this video, I had a lot of people in the comments saying that I was victim blaming him, but I 100%—
Victim blaming him? That you think that that's the criticism? Is that you're victim blaming Vaush? I mean, you can rewind this VOD and go back to the parts that I was criticizing Keffals for, and yeah, I'm sorry, but that's not the criticism. Nobody is saying this other than like a select few people maybe in your little community. 25 views? You mean concurrence? Yeah, that's not terrible for a channel my size.
believe that this was entirely avoidable if he just decided to not goon at his streaming computer and buy a laptop. Or
yeah, if he had avoided it, then it wouldn't be a problem that he was saving Lolicon and gooning to it. You know, it's not the fact that he was gooning to Lolicon that I care about as Keffals, the self-proclaimed CEO of transgenderism. The problem is actually that he got caught doing it. Once again, she's not understanding why people got upset with the video in the first place. She's saying, oh, it's because I was too harsh on Vaush. No, you fucking moron. It's because you gave him the wrong criticism.
a phone? You know, this was all on him. This is boomer tier behavior, to be honest. A lot of people said that I needlessly inserted myself into all of that drama that happened.
True.
And I want to talk about that because I partially agree, but there's also a different side of this that people probably weren't aware of. I saw all of this playing out. I wasn't planning on weighing in. None of this was my problem. But then my friend Tipster decided to call out Ethan Klein on Twitter for how he covered the entire situation that happened with Vaush. And then when Ethan Klein responded, I was like, okay, I have two friends now who are getting put on blast by a really large content creator. I decided that I was going to get into the mud because I care about my friends. I don't want to see my friends getting attacked. And that was a huge
Holy fuck, she's so boring.
mistake. Now, when I say that it was a mistake, I'm not saying that I regret doing it. I stand by everything that I said during all of that drama. I don't think
I stand by everything that I said during that drama. Oh god. So she didn't learn. She didn't actually change her position on anything.
Vaush is the word that's probably going to get this video demonetized, which I'm not going to say it because I like money. I think that Vaush is a good person. I just think that
Yeah, Keffals, we know you like money. That's why you scammed your audience out of $100,000. You know, the money that mysteriously disappeared. That was supposed to go to your lawsuit. But where'd the money go, Keffals? Where did it go? Oh, what a mystery.
Careless, and that this was an avoidable situation. Hindsight is 2020. If I could go back and just let everything play out without getting involved, obviously I would have. And I don't want to beat myself up.
Yeah, you only would have because of optics reasons. That's the only reason, Keffals.
That much because I think that my instinct to want to protect my friends when I see them getting attacked is a good one. Like, it shows that I really care about people. Caring about people and wanting to protect people.
Yeah, I just care about people, uwu. When I defend somebody's lolicon folder, it's just because I care about people. I'm just a nice person. I'm just like the innocent protagonist.
Sometimes that's not always the greatest idea. Now, it goes without saying, I'm not willing to defend people when I think that they legitimately are doing bad things. In the situation.
So you don't think that Vaush having lolicon on his computer was a legitimately bad thing? What are you talking about? Holy shit.
With Vaush, the reason that I defended him is because I believed him when he said that this entire situation was an accident. A really unfortunate accident.
I mean, yeah, he obviously didn't leak the folder on purpose, but I think it's logically impossible, or at the very least, very, very fucking implausible, to say that yeah, Vaush had no idea it was lolicon. Once again, he has immediately identified things that are way less problematic than the contents of his folder as lolicon. You have to acknowledge that. Now, if you want to say, well, you know, that's true, but I'm not going to stop being friends with him because I think he's genuinely a good person. I think this is something that he needs to work on behind the scenes, but I don't think that this is irredeemable. I would be fine with that. I would agree with that even, right? Like, it's like, fine, whatever. It's like, yeah, obviously it's bad that he had lolicon, but like, whatever, if he improves himself, or if you want to be friends with him, I'm fine with that. I don't do guilt by association, but what I am not okay with is being intellectually dishonest.
But an accident nonetheless. If evidence were to come out that he lied about that and that this was a situation where—
Yeah, evidence has come out. Either you've deliberately chosen to ignore it, or you just don't care to look into it. Either way, this doesn't look good for you, Keffals.
He knowingly went out of his way to find those images. I would be—
He did! Objectively. He knew it was lolicon when he downloaded them. He had to have. Because he has identified things that are way less obvious. For things that are way less obvious than the shit that was in his folder. Immediately identified them as lolicon. Again, if nothing else, you should at the very least question, why are these images, these very clearly and unambiguously childlike images that clearly depict children, why are those the things that Vaush was so attracted to that he felt the need to download that shit on his computer, right? Nah, he was looking for goblins. So true. It was just short-stacked goblin porn, guys. She's a gambling addict. She should have walked away with the 100K, but she kept playing roulette, lol. True. Why are you trying to make people think you're denouncing Vaush if you're going to say, I stand by my defense of Vaush? Exactly. It's fucking retarded. I shall tune in for Femboy Friday, based. Like, oh, God. I just made Bro Bomba real. Femyoz, do you happen to be Canadian? I am not Canadian. I apologize. Rich people sheet millionaire sheet. Popcorn real.
be absolutely furious. And this entire situation has kind of made me reevaluate how I even feel about Vaush in the first place. To be
But you haven't. You literally said, I stand by everything that I said. That's not you reevaluating your actual position on the matter. That is you disingenuously changing your position for the sake of optics. You don't actually believe anything. You're just being a disingenuous piece of shit here. And it's so fucking obvious. It's so obvious. Vaush made the right move by making one response video, shutting down his Twitter, and going back to regular content. Exactly. I don't know why the fuck Keffals couldn't do the same thing. She's just digging her own grave.
Completely honest, I don't really like him as much as I used to.
I mean, I don't either. But guess what? I have a genuine fucking valid reason for it. But Keffals, your reasoning is Vaush made me look bad because I defended him. Which is something you did. That's not something he did. And if you stand by everything that you said, then no, you haven't changed your position on shit. You are so fucking disingenuous. You are the biggest fucking flip-flopper. And you want to know one thing I will never do? Is I will not be somebody that will disingenuously decide whether or not I'm friends with someone for optics reasons. That's fucking insane.
Actually feel hurt and let down by him. I think me saying this might have been where people decided to start getting annoyed with me for saying all of the things that I said in this video. So let me elaborate a bit more on what I meant by this. My intention here isn't that I'm trying to join the secret BreadTube clique. I'm not going to be going Noah Samson Vaush effect right now. I'm just honestly saying that given the way that this situation played out, it does hurt because the allegations against Vaush have been going on for years. The fact that he didn't take precautions to avoid this situation happening is completely reckless.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't take precautions. Again, you're taking this fucking weird ass approach of, oh, you see, the problem was that actually Vaush wasn't careful enough when it came to hiding his fucking lolicon. You fucking bitch. The craziest thing ever is still trans people who have been duped into thinking any criticism of her is a call for trans genocide. It's crazy. Yeah, literally. Like, this is all just a bunch of fucking cope.
And I expected more of him because he seems to always be a person who thinks about what they're doing and does everything with clear intention. And I always really admired that quality in him because that is not a quality I have. I am an incredibly impulsive person and I have—
Yeah, we know, Keffals.
Been basically my entire life. I am on the maximum Adderall dosage that is recommended for health reasons.
But the problem isn't just that you're impulsive though. It's that you're malicious.
And my doctor still ranks me as needing improvement with my ADHD, my silly brain.
What an amateur. Imagine not hiding your lolly good enough. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what she's saying. Quote, I'm not going to switch to BreadTube probably because you fucking went after all of them and called them all Kiwi farmer scamming hypocrites. Ironic. Yeah, and I don't blame her for going after BreadTube either. Like, it's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Femyoz, tell us a joke. Why did Keffals cross the road? There's a certain percentage I'm thinking about. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say it. No.
Brain knows no bounds. It was such an avoidable mistake. This is me being as charitable as possible, believing him when he said that he downloaded Lolly by mistake.
But it's not by mistake. It's logically impossible, considering the fact that we have evidence of Vaush easily identifying something else that's way less suspect. That I wouldn't even be able to tell is Lolly just by looking at it. But he could tell just by looking at it that it was Lolly. Apparently, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I even agreed with his assessment of it. There are clips of him on stream from not that long ago of him saying that shit that's way less bad than the shit in his folder is Lolly. Just in that he can tell just by looking at it.
If that was 100% true, he could have avoided this. He didn't—
But Femyoz, he thought they were short stack goblins. This is true.
Need to download porn on his work computer. That's—
Again, this is a fucking terrible point from Keffals.
Just bizarre, and he put so many people whose livelihoods actually depend on him in the cross—
Oh yeah, you're talking about yourself, Keffals, we know.
Hairs. Because of how reckless he is. To be fair to—
Yeah, that's the only thing you care about, is the fact that he put your career in jeopardy. That's it. That's the only reason you care, Keffals, is because it affects you. If it didn't affect you, it wouldn't matter.
Vaush, he did apologize to his entire community, and I think that his apology was sincere.
Look, first of all, I want to
watch as she backtracks. So just to make sure, because she got threatened by White Nervosa.
apologize for making it so difficult to be a fan of mine and a member of my community. Seriously, I'm sorry. In this respect, at least, you know, I think I've let you guys down. I think this is a great community, you know, exceptional even, and as a consequence of my obstinance and carelessness and stupid fucking debate bro hypotheticals, many of you have been ostracized from other online communities.
Literally, all of our criticisms on Vaush just tell me he should have been more of an optics cuck. Yeah, literally. It's literally all just fucking optics cuck shit.
Or harassed on my behalf. The content of this channel and my messaging is unambiguously progressive.
Vaush seeing a child in public. Whoa, it's a real life short stack. True.
And inclusive
It's like, oh my god, I didn't know that short-stacked goblin porn was in real life? What the hell?
and good-spirited, you know? That might not be the popular
I think it's safe to assume that your pronouns are she, her. Yeah, I have a preference for it. Like, you can use any and all pronouns, but I definitely prefer it. But it's not a goblin, unfortunately, yeah.
conception of me and my content, but it remains true nevertheless. None of the people who enjoy my content for those reasons expected, I imagine, to be pushed out of other communities with similar values because they were a part of mine, because of me and my reputation.
And honestly, the only thing that I'm saying is that he genuinely made mistakes, and those mistakes hurt other people. He admits that he made
Yeah, when that relatable moment when you accidentally downloaded drawn CP. Oh, one of the worst mistakes of all time. Oh, I hate when I do that by complete and sheer accident.
mistakes. And up until now, I have not actually said anything about how I felt because I didn't want to show my own frustrations with him while he was under such a magnifying glass. And this
Then maybe what you should have done is, I don't know, not do that, not be a fucking retard that fucking uploads this type of shit.
entire situation just really soured me to even wanting to be part of his community.
Honestly, skill issue.
To be quite honest, because if he cared as much as he claimed, he would have taken more precaution with his actions to not
I agree that yes, he would have. Yeah, I agree with that in a vacuum. But Keffals, you are partially to blame. You made the problem worse. You're not taking any fucking accountability for your actions. You fucking dumb piece of shit. We're also watching this at 1.55 times speed, by the way. That's her talking, like, that. It sounds like she's talking at a normal pace because it's sped up.
have a situation like this blow up. And for people who were his friends and for people who wanted to defend him through this, they just got mercilessly dragged. Well, he stayed silent about the whole thing. Now,
Yeah, that was your fault, Keffals.
for the record, Vaush absolutely did the right thing by staying quiet. Him speaking up during all of this, even him defending me during all of this, it would have had the exact opposite effect. What he did was the best thing that he could have done in that situation.
Okay, thank you. I actually agree with that.
And the only reason I feel comfortable talking about it is because people have more or less moved on. And now he's
Okay, so you acknowledge the fact that people have moved on. So why the fuck are you bringing it up? That just makes you look worse. That just makes the problem worse. You acknowledge the fact that, yeah, people are starting to move on. People don't care as much. But you keep reigniting the flames of this entire fucking controversy every fucking time you talk about it. You fucking moron. You are so stupid, Keffals. You are actually brain dead.
moving on. And people are still giving me hate, not for my own actions, but for his.
No, for you and the things that you have said publicly. That's what people are hating you for.
Redirecting the hate onto me. Well, he's in his fortress.
Because you keep talking about it, you fucking moron.
And hasn't even tweeted on his Twitter since like February 18th. I want to
Wow, well maybe you should fucking learn a thing or two from him then. Maybe if you did the same thing and just stayed in your own fucking lane and didn't talk about drama that doesn't fucking concern you and just shut the fuck up, then you wouldn't be having this issue.
clarify on this point as well, that I absolutely do things to rile people up. Sometimes intentionally, most of the time completely unintentionally. I feel like sometimes I just have way too of an emotional reaction to things, and I'm always trying to step back and to think about what I'm going to say before I say it, which is part of the reason why I'm not live streaming as much anymore.
Guys, don't worry, I'm only being a disingenuous, sniveling, lying piece of shit because I'm emotional. Don't worry, guys.
And I'm doing these videos.
Can you speak any languages other than English? Yo puedo hablar español, pero mi español es una puta mierda. If that answers your question, there you go. Compared to UTTP, they are way less worse than, but still bad. At least they ain't the UTTP people. Wait, what? I don't know anything about that. Wait, what? Who are the UTTP people? I'm not. Also, hello, Simon Pierre Duby. Welcome to the stream.
Videos where I have the time to actually sit back and think about what I want to say before I put my thoughts out to everyone. But I feel
Spanish jump scare. Que bueno, gracias. She's stupid, but she's also just so flagrantly malicious and narcissistic. She can't hide behind her sob stories and I'm about to cry voice forever. Yeah, literally. I can teach you a bit of Arabic and Hebrew, lol. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not going to learn any new languages anytime soon. I mean, I haven't even been speaking much Spanish. They have discovered, they have thousands of CP on Discord, and cause over 100 kids to self-harm. Jeez, fuck. Nice try on pronunciation. Thanks.
I feel like saying that, I just get hate for no reason, or, I just get hate because I'm trans, is deflecting from the fact that I very obviously do things to instigate the reason why people are
Okay, wait. So you acknowledge this. Wait. This is important. I want to replay this.
Saying that, I just get hate for no reason, or, I just get hate because I'm trans, is deflecting from the fact that I very obviously do things to instigate the reason why people are mad.
Holy shit, she finally fucking acknowledges this after years of people saying this over and over and over again because she keeps doing it over and over and over again. Now, does this mean she's going to change? Probably not. She's probably just saying it for the sake of saying it because we all know that, it's going to be like less than a week before she does the same shit, repeats the same cycle over and over again. But,
Mad at me. Like, for instance, I
Are you Hispanic? I am not Hispanic.
and never need to get involved in any of this drama, but I did. And because I did, I had to face the consequences of that. You can't just walk into an active war zone and then complain that you got shot, knowing that you just walked into an active war zone. That's
Okay, fair enough. But still, you still come across as disingenuous.
ridiculous. All of the lies and misinformation about me that started on kiwi farms that culminated.
Yeah, here you are making yourself the victim again. It's all about kiwi farms. Well, what the fuck has kiwi farms done recently? Oh wait, it has nothing to do with anything.
And the entirety of the
Kiwi farms is irrelevant right now. Like, what?
events of 2022 got brought back to life as a result of this situation because I wanted to defend my friend.
A week, if someone threatens suicide tomorrow, she'll make a video. This is true.
And I don't think if the roles were reversed, he would do the same for me. So first of all, I want to address the very end portion of this here and say that he has been there for me. He's been there for me through a lot, and I've always respected him for it. He said before.
Yeah, but obviously you weren't willing to, continue defending him. Not on the basis of thinking, oh, actually, I think I changed my mind about whether or not he's wrong in this situation. You changed your position on the sole basis of wanting to have better optics or whatever the fuck. Because you don't actually care about a friendship with him. You don't care that he's defended you. You don't care that he was there for you. None of that matters to you. Keffals blames valid criticism of her on transphobia, which discredits actual transphobia via boy who cried wolf scenario. Yeah, literally. And that's why I think I'm in a perfect position to criticize her, because I'm obviously trans, and not only am I trans, but I'm not like a grifting piece of shit pick-me type of trans like Blair White is. Like I'm not like I'm very pro self-ID. I'm just pro trans in general. I don't even care like if people want to use neopronouns. I have no issue with that even though I don't personally get it. So I'm about as pro trans as you can get. I'm in favor of trans youth having access to necessary medical care, etc. Right? So she can't say, oh, Femyoz is only saying this because she's transphobic, right? So that's why I'm the perfect person to criticize her, because she can't fucking pull the transphobia card on me, because everybody knows that I'm not transphobic, right? Not just because I'm trans, but also because my positions. I mean, they go hand in hand in terms of helping me optically, right? So if a Keffals viewer sees this, they're more likely to listen to what I have to say, right? Gorgeous even. Aw, thank you. You're also cute. I appreciate that, Malachi. Very much appreciated. Look at this biological woman. Look at this biological woman talking like she's trans. True. I've been exposed for faking my transness.
Before that, he had a lot of people who came into his community because they knew about me and they knew about the kind of lies and misinformation that was spread about me and how that actually translated to and escalated into real life harm, including swatting, stalking, and all sorts of.
We get it. You're always the victim, Keffals. You underestimate Keffals' power to call anyone transphobic. This is true.
Insane stuff that happened, and any sort of misinformation.
No, I don't know. I feel like rather than calling me transphobic, I think what she would do is she would find other things to discredit me. Like she'd probably be like, oh, Femyoz is like an extremely mentally ill, unserious person. She's only doing this for attention. She'd find some other shit like, oh, she's just doing this for attention. She's only doing this to drama farm. Some shit. She would probably frame it like that. She wouldn't be able to pull the transphobia card. She would have to frame me as I guess she would have to project almost. She would have to Uno reverse the things I'm saying about her and say that they apply to me. Where it's actually, Femyoz is disingenuous, or whatever the fuck, right? That's probably what the approach she would take, right?
That gets brought up against me in the future, that's not Vaush's fault. He had nothing to do with that. And I feel like it's wrong for me to redirect any sort of blame onto him when he has nothing to do with it. I do also think
you're just noticing that now? Okay.
that people are tired about hearing about everything that happened in 2022. The honest truth is that I really do need to move on from what happened. It's just very hard to—
Then fucking move on! It's been 2 years, Keffals! Move the fuck on already!
too, given how traumatic the time it was. And I often struggle with moving forward because it's become such an integral part of how people know me and the story.
Yeah, maybe because it's all you fucking talk about, you dumb piece of shit.
Of who I am. And I find it really hard to decouple that, to talk about it earnestly without also invoking the memories of one of the worst times in my entire life. And in the same breath, there are a lot of people who really don't want me to move on from all of that. It's not even really a topic.
No, Keffals, it's the opposite. People want you to fucking move on. People don't want you to keep playing victim and talking about, oh, Kiwi Farms this, Kiwi Farms that. Everything has to do with Kiwi Farms. Anyone that fucking criticizes me is transphobic and just supports Kiwi Farms.
That I want to even elaborate on in depth. I reached out to him because I wanted to talk to him, and he sent me an apology. I asked if I could call him.
We already looked at this.
Whatsoever?
Hold on.
What? going through all of this alone. So I want to say that looking back, I did not need to include the DM with Vaush at all whatsoever. Not an excuse for it, obviously, but at that point,
If anything, the DM makes Vaush look better and Keffals look worse.
I'd been awake for over 30 hours and I had 8 hours of sleep in the 3 days prior.
We get it. You're like, oh, of course. She can't just take responsibility. I only did it because I didn't sleep. I was awake for like 30 hours. I only did it, and because I have ADHD.
To making that.
She's always saying she wants to move on, but others prevent her. It's stupid. Yeah, literally. Who the fuck is preventing her from moving on? Nobody. She's been able to move on for multiple years now. She's just chosen not to.
Video. So the only reason I include this was because I wanted to make sure that people had the receipts. I just wanted to verify to the audience that it was an interaction that took place. So this video isn't a Vaush hate video. I think that Vaush is a complex person. Vaush has made a considerable amount of mistakes, to put it lightly, throughout his career. He's also done a lot of good with this community. He raised almost $300,000 for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. That's commendable, and I think he should be given credit for that. It's just unfortunate that for many people, that's not going to be what he's remembered for. I can't believe that I'm currently epically debunking my past self in the marketplace of ideas, but I feel like this was just not something that I needed to say, because the same thing can be applied to me. One person will remember me as like a trans activist who heroically took on a bunch of Nazi trolls, and other people are going to remember me as significantly worse things, because
Yes, significantly worse things indeed. I've joined your Discord because why the fuck not? I don't know if I'm gonna get through this entire video. Maybe I talk about it on another stream. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna end stream soon.
that's kind of how this works. People's memories and history is subjective, and depending on the reputation you have, different people are going to remember you different ways. And I hope that all the people in my audience who are fans of him and his content, it's been hard enough, the amount of people who have decided not to want to associate with me solely because of my association with him up until this most recent controversy. So when I said this, it doesn't mean that I never want to talk to him anymore, or that I even have a negative opinion of him now, but more so that I want to be my own person. There's actually a meme that goes around that I'm just the female Vaush, and it's honestly just kind of dehumanizing. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Again, like this is just nothing. This is just pure cope. This is cope. Short stream today. Yeah.
I'm my own person. I do my own thing. I'm not the female version of another content creator. I know that.
No, you're a lot worse than Vaush in many regards. Actually, I feel like I would be insulting Vaush if I said you were the fucking female version of him.
Because I just said that, I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments saying, well, Keffals, actually, you're not the female version of anything because you're a transgendered. And it's like, that's so true. Thank you so much for the free engagement. Like, literally in the week before all
Femyoz, true.
of that happened, I was just saying, okay.
I'm depressed and you act as a safe zone for me, and thank you for that. You're welcome, that Pink Flamingo, and I hope you've enjoyed your stay. I hope you enjoy the content.
I'm going to wind down my
Have you heard of Short Fat Otaku? Yeah, I don't have a positive opinion of him. You didn't take on Nazi trolls. You threatened free speech by lying and trying to take down a site for hurting your feelings. Yeah, she didn't go after the site that actually doxed her.
content, and I'm going to try to focus on doing more story-based content, specifically in the horror genre, and I still plan to work on that. But I've just been kind of festering on these thoughts without even having an outlet to really express them. And that's honestly why I'm putting this out here, because I feel like I just got punished for trying to be a good friend to someone. I feel hurt. I feel like with the way that I phrase this makes it sound like I'm trying to say that this was somehow Vaush's fault when it really wasn't.
Yeah, that is what you were trying to say, but now you're walking it back because you realized that people were shitting on you.
Okay, to clarify, it was Vaush's fault for the mistake that he made, that he could have avoided. However, the reaction to it was absolutely insane, and I'm allowed to be upset for how the reaction impacted me, but I'm in no way trying to shift the blame of that reaction onto Vaush when he's been nothing but—
Well, that is what objectively what you were trying to do, and now you're walking it back. But don't lie about your intentions.
but a good friend to me. And I also want to say that when I first uploaded this video—
She sounds like Sniper Wolf. Yeah, kind of true. Actually, no. Sniper Wolf is annoying in a different way. Damn, I want to join the Discord, but I'm broke and I don't have a phone service to verify. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But well, I hope you enjoyed the streams regardless. I might manually verify you if you want at some point.
video, there were actually multiple comments of people saying that I'm being sex negative for this take, and no, don't turn your streaming computer into your goon cave computer.
What? Who is saying this? Who the fuck is saying this? No. Keffals, just because there's like 2 people in the comment section that say that doesn't mean that that's the main criticism you're getting. What?
Have a streaming computer and have a goon cave computer. You don't need these to be one thing. These should be separate things. I feel hurt. I don't want to defend this guy anymore. I wish him all the best, and I want everyone—
Also, once again, doubling down on the fact that the problem was that he had it on his fucking streaming computer and not the fact that it was Lolicon. The stream has been quite enjoyable, not gonna lie. Why, thank you. Would dope if you could. Still gonna tune in for the streams. Hell yeah. Based.
who's watching this, who's part of his community, to know that I don't hate him. When I'm saying this, what I mean by this is that when this drama cycle inevitably comes up in the future, I'm not touching it with a 20-foot pole. Other people can. If they want to get in the weeds, they are absolutely free to. I just mean that I learned my lesson. I learned that the kitchen was hot and I couldn't handle the heat, and I got out of the kitchen. I don't dislike any of you if you are part of his community or if you want to watch his content.
She's upset he got caught. Yeah, literally. She doesn't give a fuck that he had Lolicon on his computer. She only cares that, well, that he got caught. That's all she cares about. New viewer for the streams. Based, let's go. W. What the fuck is this video? It's so jointed and retarded. True.
I just don't
Either way, thank you guys for tuning in.
want people to say the word Keffals
Women getting out of the kitchen would never.
and immediately associate it in their heads with Vaush anymore. This isn't me saying anything out of disdain for Vaush. It was just simply that I want people to
No, we know that it's not just out of disdain for Vaush. It is a purely self-interested, selfish motive. That's it. It was just you doing something out of pure and unadulterated selfishness. It's like you don't care if Vaush is guilty or innocent. You care about how it affects you, Keffals. That's the only thing you care about.
to see me as my own person. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Vaush fans who are going to watch this and start talking about Vaush derangement syndrome, but it's like, he's not above criticism. He's hurt a lot of people through his own recklessness. I've talked to countless people who are part of his community who have been hurt by this. There have been ramifications for the people who work with him, for the people who are part of his community. Some of them don't even feel comfortable saying they're a Vaush fan when they're meeting new people. So I was both right that this was going to happen because it absolutely did happen. There were a lot of people who couldn't handle the criticism that I was giving, which is weird because this is legitimately what Vaush himself has said, that his reckless actions hurt other people and made it—
What are you talking about? It's like she's arguing against the voices inside her head. What does she think people are saying? I'm guessing, and I could be a little bit wrong on this, right? I'm not the voice of everybody necessarily, but I'm guessing that the vast majority of the criticism she's gotten is shit that's very similar to the things that I've been saying, but just less detailed and worded more poorly because some people are less articulate than me.
hard for people to be part of his community. That was all I said. All I did was repeat Vaush verbatim.
I want to apologize for making it so difficult.
Yeah, we get it.
With having heaps of bad faith criticism against a single person, because the sheer amount of criticism against them just overwhelms people. And both good
Okay, I actually agree with this. This is something I criticized Ethan Klein for, was giving a lot of dog shit criticism, and then mixing that with actual legitimate criticism, right?
and bad faith criticism get lumped into the same box, and the audience just simply ignores all of it. It's a really
This is true.
shitty situation to be in, and it's a situation that he created through his own recklessness. And I honestly thought better of him because he never seemed like a person who would make a fuck up this big. But we're here now. All of this happened, and I just
What
don't
about the Poppy situation? Was that not a fuck up that was this big, if not bigger?
know if I can feel the same way about him anymore. As a result of what he did, and of me wanting
Keffals can't stop yapping. Yeah, we're literally watching this at 1.6 times speed, and it's like, holy fuck, it still feels slow to me. Not because she's necessarily even talking slow, but not only does she talk slow, but every sentence is basically a whole lot of nothing. Like, she finds a way of saying 2 words in like 500, right? It's what I like to call the Jordan Peterson sentence structure, where it's like you just say a whole lot of nothing.
wanting to be there to defend a friend when they were going through the ringer. I have faced
She's just slow, period. Yeah, she just keeps yapping. It's Keffals' video. What you were expecting? I guess not much. Think of all the cobalt that would need mining for a separate goon laptop. SMH. True. Same cunt who's been calling Keemstar a pedophile for over a year straight. Also true. Though I will say that it did come across as like joking to me, at least. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. At least in the instances I've seen. When Keffals talks, when she wait, what?
faced so many ramifications for it, and I'm going to be facing more in the future. I'll give credit where credit's due. Vaush was smart to go quiet in the face of this controversy, which could have been a hell of a lot worse for him if he decided to post through it. But unfortunately, this is just never going to go away. For the rest of Vaush's career, this is going to be a cycle where it's going to continuously come back up over and over again.
I love how she acknowledges the fact that if Vaush were to keep talking about it and not be quiet, that it would make him look worse, but she doesn't apply the same line of logic to herself. That's why I say she's not just malicious, she's also fucking retarded, right? Like, I think that she's more retarded than she is malicious, in a weird way, actually. Now that I think of it, I don't know, she's both.
The next time it comes up, I don't want to be put on blast because of things I had nothing to do with. This was honestly such a big learning moment for me. I didn't need to publicly defend him. I did.
It was a big learning moment for me.
I took the heat for it. But what I really should have done is just reached out privately immediately and just asked him if he was okay. I think sometimes you can just be there for your friends, even if you aren't willing to take the heat for it directly. Because
You say this now, publicly, but of course, again, you only care about how it affects you. And because your community is so intertwined with Vaush's community, you don't care if you're being intellectually honest or not when you defend him. That's not why you were defending him. I was initially defending him because I believed that he was innocent and it was the intellectually honest thing to do. But you did it because you didn't want it to hurt your bottom line, Keffals. That's it.
we all know that there is a lot of rumor libel that goes around with trans people specifically. Me getting put into that crosshair just instigated a lot of that, and it was really, really nasty. I think we can all—
Yeah, maybe, just maybe, you need to be a little bit more responsible, Keffals.
understand how I am in a specifically vulnerable situation when it comes to that. I think I've also realized from this situation that you don't need to get involved in every single drama. You really don't.
Astute observation, Keffals. So don't fucking involve yourself. and then make more videos about it while saying you're not going to involve yourself. He wasn't quiet enough too. He took it on him to justify the lollies. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's something he should have or should not have responded to. Personally, I would not have responded to it. I would have just stopped streaming for a week and then come back and then just ignored it if I was him. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess Vaush's response wasn't terrible, all things considered, in terms of like retaining most of his core audience. Like, most of them bought it. I think she gets off by being harassed online. Keffals didn't pay the mandatory 300% tip on her rent. Yeah.
I don't
Because she was getting the tip. This is true.
think Tipster should have got involved. I think that was really stupid. What could you have possibly thought the outcome of doing a public call out on Ethan Klein would have been? Honestly, like, I know you want to defend the people that you like, but sometimes you just gotta sit back. You don't always need to get directly in mud. Okay, no, absolutely no hate to Tipster. I love Tipster. Tipster is my big bro. He's a really cool dude. Honestly, I didn't need to make this video when I was so tilted.
Okay. So now of course, you're going to backtrack it. Let me guess, you're going to screw him over eventually again. But yeah, this is fucking wild.
I feel like I just came off like really salty about what happened, and I just kind of redirected that onto people who honestly had nothing to do with it. And I would be lying.
Well, no, Tipster did have something to do with it, but not in terms of you personally deciding to defend Vaush, right? In terms of that being something you are personally responsible for. But obviously, Tipster was a part of that situation, right?
If I said that I don't like drama, I love slop. I'm a slopmeister. I am 100% the operator of a slopateria. But I don't want to be directly in the slop, and I'm not going to stop doing commentary on various happenings around the internet.
Oh, come on. We all know it, yeah. We know you love slop, Keffals.
I don't want to be directly involved in it, especially when it has nothing to do with me. Actually, I do. I realized from making this video and from dealing with the backlash that I'm pretty much in a position right now where I can't deal with it. So I need all of you to hold me accountable. And if you ever see me upload a drama video on this channel ever again, I need you to spam log off Clara in the comments.
All right. With that being said, log off Clara. There we go. Anyways, let's continue.
And cyberbully me into deleting the video. This is how you all hold me accountable to make sure that I will never do this again. So if anything...
All right, we better hold her accountable then. Play the anthem. I wasn't reading anything. Honestly, your amazing background noise when I game. Why, thank you. I see myself as a centrist with a few right-wing tendencies. Don't worry, we'll fix that eventually. Play the anthem. But I wasn't reading anything Keffals said is the reason behind it, you know?
That's my big takeaway from the situation. So with that said, thank you for watching. If you made it this far into the video, I really hope you had an open mind and understood where I'm coming from. Because I'm not saying any of this out of a place of hate. I'm saying all of this out of a place of hurt.
No, you're saying it out of a place of wanting to have better optics, I guess. That's really all you care about.
It's been rough. So we've officially gone over the entirety of the video. I've been learning a lot and learning to accept my own limitations, honestly. This video taught me that it doesn't matter if I change the format from live streaming to video essay. I just got to avoid it. So I'm going to go upload on my horror channel for a while. I'm going to leave this video up as the last video that I'm going to be uploading because I need to think about all of this, quite honestly. Thank you for watching and for hearing me out. I'll probably start uploading again in a few months. Take care, everyone.
A few months. All right, we'll hold her to it. Anything less than a few months, I'm gonna be very critical of Keffals. I don't know. This comes across as extremely disingenuous. El Bozo. Play the anthem, but there's no. I'm not reading a Keffals tweet or anything. You think Tipster got that ass? Oh shit! Tipster left a comment. Love you too, friend. I can admit mistakes were made in my approach in this situation, and I'm genuinely sorry for the way things played out. I think it's definitely a huge learning experience, and as always, I always have your back. Hope you're taking care of yourself, buddy. Oh shit, Fembro replied to him. W Fembro. Oh god. Yeah, he definitely got that ass, yeah. Dude, maybe the commentary people were right about him cheating on his wife. Maybe he's doing that with Keffals. Anyways, if you've enjoyed your stay here, if you've enjoyed this epic YouTube live stream, let me know by smashing the like button. Subscribe with the notifications on if you want to see more epic content. I'm just saying, this was a little bit of a shorter stream. Obviously, I'm going to do more long streams where I'm view maxing / algorithm maxing. Vertical streams obviously show up in the shorts feed. Very fucking overpowered, very fun, etc. And, yeah. I will, do I keep streaming? I have no idea. Did I ever mention Tipster blocked me? I don't know if you mentioned that, but But damn, that's a W in my books. W stream, why thank you. But yeah, those were the 2 videos I wanted to go over. Solution to men not dating femboys. At what time do you usually stream? I guess whenever the hell I feel like it. I'll usually, like, when I stream, it'll usually start from anywhere from like I don't know, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. EST usually. Like, sometimes I'll stream a little bit later or earlier than that. Amazing stream, love you. Why, thank you, Once Turtles. I very much appreciate that. Is Batman in here? I don't believe so. Also, sorry if I look like shit. I'm like fucking tired as hell. I'm really fucking eepy. It makes my face red, and I don't like that. It makes me a little bit insecure. I don't like when my face gets red. I don't like that. But yeah, donation. Was there a donation? Wait, on my end it didn't show up. You look wonderful. Why, thank you. Okay. Let me go to dashboard. I think it's cute, TBH. Well, thank you, I guess. I think I look like a mess. I look like a mess. Tipping. Tip history. Also, thank you, thank you, Batal Crafter, you beautiful fucking bastard, for the $10 saying W stream. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Just when you took the headphones off, yeah. It didn't show up on my end. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. You look great and you're cute when you're tired. Am I really? Thank you regardless. Either way. Oh boy. That truly was an interesting live stream. Interesting experience. And I hope you all enjoyed. Breedable and subby. Is that so? Is that so? Am I really breedable and subby? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh boy. Definitely one of the streams of all time. God damn. I see. Indeed. It truly was a stream of all time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, indeed. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing another algorithm maxing stream tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Maybe I do one after this. Who knows? I mean, sleep, what even is that? If I do it, though, I'm going to be doing it on my phone in the fucking, whatchamacallit, in the goddamn, in my basement. Just because I live with my family. I don't want to be, like, super loud and annoying. Because obviously part of algorithm maxing is being loud and annoying. Maybe not annoying. I mean, it's entertaining after all. But you get the point. I mean, we've been going over for over 2 hours. She's getting energy back thinking about algorithm maxing. Dude, that shit fucking excites me. Like, dude, I mean, not complaining about, like, the lower number of concurrents on these, right? I mean, this portion of my audience is obviously more loyal than the people that see the shorts, right? But there are some people that are watching this that come from the shorts, right? So again, it slowly builds up a loyal audience over time. And that's sort of the point of these streams, is to help me, like, connect to the people that stick around from those streams, right? And they're more likely to stick around in general, right? And I think there's something like that serves utility. Yeah, I came from one of the shorts. Yeah, exactly. And like, that's the thing, is the shorts chat moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You got a lot of spurgs, right? When it comes to something like this, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I came from the Cheeto vid and thought it was silly. Well, damn, fair enough. Yeah, that's interesting that there are still people that come from, like, the Cheeto video that find me. Is Batman here? I don't know. Is he? That's a good question. Bussy is preferable, real? Impregnable even? Indeed. Breedable and subby. Is that so? Yeah, regardless, oh man. So is the next algorithm maxing session tonight or tomorrow? I think tonight. I think I'm gonna do another algorithm maxing session. I want to do one every day for at least a month, because holy shit, that unironically grows my channel so much. Like, dude, it unironically grows my channel like a lot. Like a lot. It's genuinely pretty cool, I will say. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that more often. And yeah, with that being said, maybe I just keep doing this stream just because I can. Maybe that's what I should do. I mean, I don't know. It's like I mean, in terms of, like, you know, like, damn. I'm getting a lot more, I mean, 10K, 18K views. Like, I've gotten over, fucking whatchamacallit, over 31,000 views in the last 48 hours. I went from 1,760 subs to 2,433. Like, dude, that's fucking wild to me. That's huge. That's huge. When are you gonna do a thirst trap arc? I mean, I've already done that to an extent. Maybe I do more of that. I don't know. Is that a good idea, chat? Should I do a thirst trap arc? But dude, like, if you look at my social blade, it's like, oh shit. Bro, that's fucking wild. I guess if I don't do another algorithm maxing stream tonight, that it's gonna go back way back down. But bro, this is like one hell of a spike. Like, dude, 26 subscribers daily average just from 2 days, and before it was like I would rarely get a boost in subs. It's like, yo, that's pretty cool. I don't know why it doesn't show the additional views. That's interesting. Dude. If you look at the future projections. Wait, actually, I think it went down. Never mind. That's weird. Future projections don't make any sense to me. Dude. I'm gonna compare my channel to who are my main competitors these days? Probably Queeman and food shops. Yeah. Dude. Fucking look at that shit, man.